We are back at it again. Welcome, everyone, back to the Vast Error. Let's read Act 1, Part 2, Electric Boogaloo. As always.
And Knuckles.
And Knuckles, of course Knuckles. Never forget Knuckles. Never forget Knuckles. Never forget Knuckles. Jesus. Mr. Donovan, would you like to introduce yourself?
Hi, I am Donut, aka Donovan, and I'll be here alongside Austin to read through Vast Error. I'm part of the art team, the core art team actually, and I am very excited for how my best friend's gonna get through Vast Error. Technically again, but after we get through Act 1 today, from that point on, everything's going to be blind for him, and I'm excited.
Yes, I'm excited too. Okay, let's start here. 1. Hey, no, what is
Lonnie.
Well,
Lonnie goes by many names.
What's Ezreal? Okay. Hi, Ezreal. Thank you for coming out. I'm gonna try to make the VTuber avatar for the werewolf troll. Oh my god, that's crazy. Holy crap. I love that. I'd love to see that. Oh my god. I have 13 names, Austin. Understandable. Hello there, Everett. No giving me curses. This is not a cursed night. You cannot. You cursing me, I will banish you if you do that tonight. No curses. That's not a lie. You could technically curse me, but I'm don't. Hello there, Soul. Thank you for coming out as well. Oh god, the chat is crazy right now. And thank you, Marshmallows, for coming out. Understandable if you can't stay. Thank you for just saying hi. Have a good day. Gonna skip over my Hypixel ad, huh? You know what? I'll free you from curses for one night if I shill your Hypixel guild. My god. Jesus. Soul says when the error is vast. Yo, when the error is vast, right? Crazy.
Damn, that's crazy, bro.
Damn, that's crazy, bro. Holy shit. Okay, gang. Are we ready?
Yes, I am ready.
Okay, let's get into it. Let us try being the blue guy once more. Ah, there we go. It seems like the final member of initial half group is available to us at last. As we've seen, he's one of the two aforementioned blue guys. We are not yet in a position to reveal his true name. That comes later. But that nondescript moniker fits him just as well. Or so he would think. Truly a pity. Regardless, we will have to patiently wait for when the opportunity for a formal introduction presents himself. For now, blue guy, look at papers. Okay. The Daily Prospect. Moon Union tension on the rise. Predicted awakening of heroes, a breath of rage, blood, life, and hope. Night cons to buy paper company prospect. Jesus.
I love Laven so much.
Soul says, I love you, Donut Austin. I'm so ready. We love you too, Soul. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Ev says, this guy's name blue. Is he talking about... No, his blood is blue. His blood is blue.
Yes, his blood is blue.
Oh my god, Ev. Dear Lord. You ever heard of a Homestuck? Jesus.
God.
You've just finished your time-honored tradition of nightly news fetching on the golden moon of Prospect. The actual delivery is still to be made, but it occurs to you that you should take a moment to go over the paper before you pass it off to him. The place is practically a second home to you at this point. The least you can do is keep top of the local news happenings. You share this moon with 5 other slumbering members of your group. which the local inhabitants have celebrated as heroes for Countess Eris. They're all supposed to be waking up soon. Taking a look at the printed information in your hands, you notice the customary guesstimate on your friend's eventual awakenings, along with a very handsome picture of yourself, and the nice press operator who spends most of the time just thanking you profusely for... You're not sure what, actually. Just being here, you suppose? He seems rather grateful for what it is you seem to be doing, at any rate. There's also a headline that worries you a bit. Blue guy ponder worries. Ab says, blood is blood is only one color. Piss. Jesus, please.
Stop.
Please, no. No. No! God. Okay, you're freeing me. Thank you. He look uppy. He looky up into... Oh, that's not a sun.
Nope.
Right. It's a hexagon. This no, it's not a hexagon, it's an octagon.
It's Gaia.
It's a thing. It's a place that exists. This moon and its twin counterpart, Ders, both revolve around a mysterious essence of unlimited creative potential, known to them as Skaya. It has been around since the conception of the medium, feeding the little creatures with endless tales of fate, predestination, and salvation. These two moons, however, once held a starkly contrasting views of his existence and purpose. You see, Frostbite worshipped the boundless possibilities that the latent nucleus represented, so intimately tied to their beloved hero's growth as people. Ders has grown to despise it, out of fear that these very same heroes would utilize said force as a catalyst for ruin and destruction. Jesus. Hello there, Screaming Yearly. Thank you for coming out. This gateway to hell. Sure is. It sure is. That's hell. Right there. Can't believe it. I can't believe it. We found Troll Hell. God. Austin thinks that octagons are hexagons. I took a cursory glance. It's a shape. It is a shape. The most shape ever, actually.
The shape ever.
The shape ever, actually. Why does it look like that? We're gonna find out. We're gonna find out. Yo, Maggie, how's it going? Welcome. Thank you for coming out.
Hi, Maggie.
Hello. We're enjoying ourselves. We've just started reading The Vast Error, Act 1, Part 2! These opinions did not come from a vacuum. Well, the Dursites were always meant to be an antagonistic in nature. Certain outside influences have swayed their minds across the eons as I watched over this universe. Far away from the soothing lullabies and promises that come in Skaya's benevolent light, it is harder to stop the nefarious, dismal whispers that seep through the cracks of the furthest ring. Unfortunately, there is not much I was able to do in order to stop this, and even less as time went on its steady march. But I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm glad that you're doing okay, Maggie. Hell yeah. Very, very good. Very, very good. As tensions kept rising between the two kingdoms, the respective crowds grew restless. Mass panic over the game and its players fanned the flames of war in opposing lands. Their agents grew bolder, more desperate, ways more disruptive to the unfolding of the game session than it was originally intended. Until one day, the seemingly dormant Crucible reacted to the turmoil without warning, revoking access to its well of knowledge with the creation of a nigh impenetrable force field, in a turn of events that, admittedly, even caught myself off guard. But for a moment. This resulted in the eventual and hesitant truce between the two moons, the kingdoms formerly at war, now working together with the aim of releasing Skaya from its prison. No longer was it viewed as the passive an inanimate source of information from before, but rather as a powerful living entity, angered and disapproving of their past choices. Little do they know that it was Skya's plan all along to bring them closer together. It seems to have worked quite nicely so far. And while our Blue Guys knows of these points through personal accounts and retellings originating from his moon's many inhabitants, I'm the only one who has all of the details. The only one who can see the full picture. I'm the only one who would know. I created all of this, after all. Yo, Austin? Holy shit! Austin in comic, what will he do?
But yeah, that's why Skya looks like that. So it's imprisoned.
It's trapped. Free him. Free him. The intricacies of cultural affairs are not for you, though. They never have been. Really, you're quite firm in the belief that it is usually none of your business what happens to anybody other than yourself. You prefer to remain a passive observer rather than an active participant when it comes to most quandaries, whether you're directly involved in them or not. And right now, the only thing you want to be involved is getting this paper where it rightfully belongs. What do you mean they once learned its soul? What do you mean they...
What?
What do you mean? I genuinely do not understand.
Me neither, and I am terrified, actually.
I can't believe the ones... Wait, hold on. ONCELER. Okay, so if we remove an E, then Onceler is a valid troll name. They are harvesting the Skya, Soul says. I don't think that's the case. I think it's just imprisoned.
No, that's not. Yeah, it's just imprisoned.
It is just trapped. Like a little
Free
rat.
him.
Like a little rat in a cage. Blue Guy. Visit the hero of breath. Oh, sleepy Arcjec. You made a bed out of the newspapers?
Yeah.
God.
You'll see why.
Okay. Cluttering a good portion of the hero of breath's dream block is the egregious amount of pre-delivered prospect dailies you've so carefully cultivated over the sweeps. You know he's going to read them, but you've committed to the bit, in your own words. You doubt he's going to read them, but you... Oh. In joke value aside, he could very well gain some valuable insight on the inner workings of prospectus and the medium, were he ever to take a look at these. Oh well, if it comes to that, in one way or another, you know tell him yourself. You mean this literally. You also notice that this is a nice rest mat you've made out of the older prints that have been serving him well. During one of your earlier visits, you realized that your friend has the habit of slipping out of his cocoon in the middle of his slumber due to all the squirming about that he does. You even tried tucking him back into multiple times to no effect. Yo, we should just seal up his cocoon. Just like put a little plug in it while he's in there.
No, let him move.
Oh, he can still move in there. He just can't get out. We'll just duct tape it.
Let him out.
No, we can free Skya. We will not free Arcjec.
This is so fucked up.
This is so fucked up. You figured the least you could do is to ensure he stays as comfortable as possible. It's what good friends are for. That's a good friend. That's a good friend right there.
Not even just a good friend, though.
Oh, eyes.
Laven's having pale pining feelings.
Oh, baby, God.
You can see the pap.
The pap. I'm very excited. 1 second here. Ezreal has posted a wonderful full body of the werewolf troll.
Good.
Oh my god. Wow, inkjet printer, I love you. Soul, my god. I thought I closed you. Oh, shut up. Shut up. Shut up, Google Chrome. Shut up, I closed you. I closed you and you're back with a vengeance. Shut up, shut up, shut up. His vibes just cannot be contained. No, they cannot. Look, I don't think anything could contain Arcjec Vorat. Nothing. That man,
Nothing.
that boy will just go ham. He will just break a neck. Okay. Okay. He is drooling. He sure is. He's just sleepy. Look at him. He's sleepy. He's sleepy. Don't wake the baby. Don't wake the baby.
Don't wake the man up.
Don't wake.
He is a man.
He is a man.
Mm-hmm.
You really wish he could have been here with you from the start. Maybe it would have made him a little happier. Oh, don't hurt me like this. Don't hurt me like this. My heart.
Mm-hmm.
Why is he staticking? Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
You'll find out. You'll find out eventually.
Okay. Whoa, easy boy. God, that's so good, actually. Holy shit. God. Pap Champ says soul. I love that. I love that.
Dog champ, pap champ.
Yo, if the Vast Error ends up with a Twitch channel, we need to have those Twitch emotes for Vast Error. We need them.
Yeah.
You think you're gonna go ahead and leave now? Just forget that ever happened entirely. Alas, I'm afraid things are hardly ever that simple. Some memories tend to linger, whether you want them or not, cropping back up in the most unexpected of moments. Like so.
I was about to clap alongside you.
Oh god, good, thank you. Was my abrupt appearance a bit of a surprise? I do hope it was. A certain number of unforeseen twists and turns do keep a story engaging, after all. I've been looking forward to our eventual re-meeting, and it has been very long since we last spoke. And we have a lot to discuss, hero of space. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. He's getting messy. Soul says, I refreshed and came back to skeleton hands? Yes.
Yes. This is a white noise he is, but a skeleton. Skeleton fox.
Oh, he's a fox? He's supposed to be a skeleton fox?
Yeah, his skull is supposed to be that of a fox's.
Interesting, very interesting. Maggie says, can bones clap, or would they just click or clack? Well, that's a good question. I mean, they probably would, like, clack against each other, because, like, the meat of the bone comes from... The meat is what causes a clap.
White noise, my beloved father!
White noise, my beloved father. God. You'll still be the blue guy for now, though. I, on the other hand, will be white noise. Yo! Is that Heather? Hello!
Oh my god! Heather!
Wow,
Hi.
welcome! How's it going? Thanks for coming out. I hope you're doing really well tonight.
Yeah.
We are dealing with that white noise.
Mm-hmm.
With that white noise machine.
I give you keys.
Oh, so sweet. So sweet.
Yeah, I'm a gay person. Shut up.
No, I refuse to. Oh, I'm glad you're
I'm
doing
glad you're.
good. Hell yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Again, good to have you here.
Yeah, it's very nice.
And we will get through this act together.
Just like we are doing right now, Austin.
Holy shit. Holy shit. Gay. What the fuck?
I know.
What the fuck? Gay people in my chat? What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck?
Yeah, you're a gay person.
Oh, I know this. Oh, yes, you're not wrong, but like, you know. Oh, poor boy, he just got clocked out. Ah, you're here.
I love that face so much.
That face is so good, actually. Oh my god. No, we need to see it again. We need to see it again. I'm going back.
So my favorite Act 1 panels.
That would be a good Twitch emote, actually. Dear God. Haha! One! Boom! Crack the sound in my bones. Jesus. I would like to start off by apologizing. It was terribly rude of me to exacerbate your lung condition in order to serve my purpose, even though it was the swiftest avenue to transport you here. As you know, time is of the essence on this night. Still, I can't imagine how uncomfortable that must have felt. Then again, that simply may be because I do not have lungs. Ha ha. Oh my god, the white noise, my guy, white noise, my dude.
My dude, my beloved.
My beloved, Jesus. Wait,
Okay, I get to. I think so.
I think, well, they have
paws.
They have paws.
Which are technically fingers.
Yes, so it would work out. Okay.
Go. I get to read Laven again.
Yes.
Hell yes.
Go ahead.
It's fine. I'm used to it. But why now?
Why now, you ask? Weren't you the one who decided to go to sleep with the express purpose of speaking with me earlier tonight? Simple cause and effect. I'm only giving you what you already wanted. And truly, I've done nothing to give you but what you desire. Have I not? Ever your timeless servant, outside of both concept and causality. But I forget my place. For you, there has been a great time of passing since we first made our deal. I think it has been long enough. Long enough that you have grown in both height and profundity. I think Paul's count as fingers. I do think that's I think that's the case.
Yeah, I think so too.
Are chickens eggs? Ooh, good question. Good question, actually. Before you were a mere child, meandering through existence and lacking foresight. You were immature, wet behind the ears, full of ill-conceived naiveties. But now you are almost ready. The moment draws near for you to fulfill your end of the bargain.
Yeah, I was kind of expecting this. Anticipating it, really. I just wish you timed the transition a little better is all. What do you want me to do exactly?
Ever the pragmatist, aren't you? Always straight to the point. No time at all for any flowery prose coming from these old bones. You intertwine yourself so effortlessly with others, in spite of how boisterous and insufferable they may act. So accommodating, so generous. Could you not do the same for me, just this once? It's a mutual habit of ours, rushing to the aid of others without a second thought. After all, the roses in our inner lives tend to remain unperturbed whenever we prioritize haste and do not linger on the messy personal details, wouldn't you say? But perhaps we should take a moment to ourselves. We could learn more about each other. Doesn't that sound nice? Go ahead. Ask me anything.
Oh, alright. So, what happened to your skin? Is it just, like, lying around somewhere? And if so, do you, like, need it for anything? Can I have it?
No, Albion, you can't have his skin. You cannot have his skin.
I cannot.
Those are my favorite parts of this conversation.
I cannot believe Lavian is gonna try to make a fursuit out of White Noise's fucking skin. I cannot believe this. Oh my god. Hi, Heather. Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome. Oh my
skin?
god. What skin? I guess. I think
I support him having skin.
Oh my god. Dear Lord. One, a hot dog is not a sandwich. This is the official ValantWynn answer. They are not sandwiches, actually.
They are tacos.
Two. Thank you so much for the compliment. I'm glad you're enjoying our voice acting. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Giving you my skin would necessitate me having had skin in the first place.
Man, I just can't win today. Nobody has anything I want.
Okay. I have to go over to the tier list. I'm straight up putting Lavian in phenomenal tier right now, just for this conversation.
God.
Where is
Thank
he?
God.
Fuck, where is he? Where's the boy? Where is the boy? Oh my god, where is he? I don't see him on the tier list anymore. Oh god.
You put him in, like, okay territory, right?
Oh shit, I put him. Yes, I did. Okay, he's going up in phenomenal. Come here, rat chokes you.
Thank God.
God. Jesus Christ. That was so fucking good. Holy shit.
I am so glad that Laven rose to phenomenal in just those lines alone for you.
It's so fucking good, actually. Jesus Christ. Thank you, Screaming Yearly, for the follow. I very much appreciate it. Welcome. Oh my god. Yes, this is my tier list. This is my tier list of how I feel about the characters at any given moment. Last time we did this, I did this at the very end. I felt prompted to do this right now.
Good.
God.
I will allow it.
Jesus. Maggie says, wait, how is he a skeleton? Where do the bones come from? They just kind of existed. You know?
He just kind of is.
He just kind of is a skeleton. You know? Look, you just have a skeleton. Where did it come from? You don't fucking know. Dear God. Oh yeah, trust me, I have a tier list too. Oh shit.
Nothing bad ever happens to the Kennedys.
Heather with the $5 to kill JFK.
Oh my god, Heather!
Oh, holy shit, thank you so much, Heather, dear Lord.
This is so good. Oh my god.
Holy shit.
Heather, I love you so much.
Thank you so much. It came from being born. You don't know that. You don't know that. Jesus. Yeah, what? I'm gonna get you food poisoning. Why are you gonna get me food poisoning? What? What? Never mind. Okay, fair enough. Jesus. Oh, holy shit. I can't get food ordering from the orbs. No, nope, you cannot, because someone already ate them tonight!
That was me.
Yes! Yes, it was! Dear
Look,
God.
you had to go to the bathroom, and I figured I'd have a little snack
You had
before we start.
You had to backstab me before the fucking stream started.
Yes.
Holy shit. Yes, Soul, you did miss it. Donovan straight up ate the win orbs before I fucking could even start.
They're so delicious.
They're not edible! They're not edible!
Can we just continue?
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Sorry, buddy.
No, you're good.
Okay. When you ask someone a question, you must be prepared for the answer, even if it's not what you wanted or expected to hear. Truth is of the utmost importance. Truth shapes you, molds your very essence. It carves your being like a chisel to fine marble into what was always meant to be. Do you wish to know what you are destined to become?
What is that even supposed to mean?
It means both nothing and everything. The grasping of metaphors and subsequent derivation. What? Oh my god, my brain is like not working right now. Hold on. Subsequent derivation.
Yeah, white noise is very wordy.
Okay. Of meaning is a sign of intelligence, you know. Crypticisms and strange symbols are the intrinsic playthings of a trained, keen mind. They harbor questions that toy with and gnaw at your intuition, that force you to come to terms with the plasticity of your ego. What I'm trying to say is this: they keep you from being bored. I don't want you to be bored. Just the same, I don't want our audience to be bored. And so, I tell a story that encompasses all necessary engaging elements an audience could hope for. To that end, I strive to say the right things at the right time.
Alright.
You ought to pose a better inquiry. Complacency does not suit heroes. Are you not interested in the game you are about to play? One would think the subject matter would be worth pursuing. It is the route that would need the deepest understanding of your immediate future. However, we cannot talk about that now. We must follow the outline. Each and every conversation has a goal that must be met. To divulge more than necessary is to crucify any suspense, and with it, the narrative. Storytelling is hard work, almost as hard as the intricacies of social connections. This is why I take us down these winding roads. Not because I enjoy taunting you, but because I wish to truly know you. These detours and these esoteric topics, these bastardized cultural quirks and painfully ironic twists, they all serve to establish my position as a student with you as my subject.
Well, now you're just rambling. I'm gonna ask another question if that's alright, to avoid more of that. What more can you tell me about the game?
Were you not paying attention? To reveal too much this soon would be to ruin the mystique. I could tell you one thing, though. Your objective is to win. Or it would be, ordinarily. The game is orchestrated with this purpose in mind, among other things. Unfortunately, this objective is not in the cards for your group. I'm sure this must come as a bit of a shock. For you and the hero time especially, given all the hard work that went into putting these gears into motion, I truly apologize for this minor deception.
Wait, so we can't win? Then why did Murray and I do all this? Why should we even play your game?
Hush now. It is not your job to be overdramatic. That's my role to play.
Okay, white noise.
Yeah, God, right? My guy, my dude, actually.
I support him being overdramatic, though.
Fair. Allow me to explain. To fail is not to be faced with inevitable defeat. You, like all living creatures, will undergo an evolution. Through you and your friends will experience these transformations at a rather rapid pace, and through far more esoteric means than as usual. All so you may become superior versions of yourselves, better equipped to effectively face the trials that lie in front of you. Haven't you heard of the saying, try again? It will undoubtedly apply here. We are simply taking the necessary precautions to ensure you will get your chance to do so.
Alright, fair enough. If we are all going to get another shot after we fail, I can handle that. I'm just confused. Why choose a game like this if there's such a guaranteed risk of repeated failures? Wouldn't it be easier to pick something simpler?
If your entire trajectory of personal development was laid out for your scrutiny from the start, plain and straightforward, such a crass display, would you even be interested in following it through all at all? Knowing you, I guess not. Attention spans are not naturally long, and predictability only shortens that which that is already unsatisfactory. You have lived for many sweeps already, but how so? Without queries, without debate, without protest of indignation or idle imaginings of impossible possibilities of the future. You go about your routine, rendering yourself a slave to the whims of mere circumstance, and you pretend to be satisfied. Why do you do this to yourself? Conscious beings should not suffer with no payoff. Hang on, buddy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Psst, sir. I don't trust like that. God. They should not endlessly toil under the perceived dogmas of others because they believe that what is required of them. They should not stagnate. You must orchestrate your own machinations in such a way as to create an offer that cannot be refused, so to speak. Something so enticing that it will act as your personal foundation, a suspension to keep you from falling flat, elevate your character to greater heights. These other games you play, they spit in the face of true challenge. They are bread and circuses. Are you not looking for fun, discovery, companionship, or at the very least, shenanigans?
I don't know what I'm looking for. I don't know what I'm looking for. That's why I took your offer in the first place.
So you agreed because you are afraid. You let yourself be crippled by doubt, so very fearful of making the wrong choice. You effectively refuse to act on your own terms, pushed along the currents of fate with no resistance. Do you feel like you are doing something wrong? That being here with me right now is wrong?
I guess I'm always kind of afraid of messing something up. I mean, this is a big deal, right? I don't even know what any of this means. let alone do I feel confident enough to handle it.
But what is your alternative? Would you rather return to your old life? Would you rather live out the rest of your days stitching bodies back together, hoping against hope that the next one you will find will not be someone you care about? Look at yourself. In this tale I weave before you, it becomes clear with every word that you care deeply about those who do not care for themselves. Death is familiar company in the world you live in, and healthy minds are few and far between. And without the steel of ours, the cycle of existence would be broken by a force of total annihilation. You are far better equipped to handle this than you know. Maybe even more than I know, if only because you have no other options. You are, in many ways, at the end of your rope. In much the same way, I am nearing the end of mine. Take these words of advice, if nothing else. There are some instances in life when it's blissful to be ignorant. True understanding can beget torment for the mind, leaving initiate at the mercy of atrophy. The more you understand, the more difficult it is to act. And we cannot risk indecisiveness when so much is at stake. Just remember what I have told you. The rest shall become clear whenever it needs to be so.
To be honest, that freaks me out a little. But I suppose I don't have much of a choice at this point. I did make a promise.
He made a promise.
I promise.
And the grace you have shown in keeping your word leaves me all more confident in my decision. What I'm about to ask of you to do is what I am about to ask you to do is not merely a service to me, but rather to yourself, as well as those who you are about to play the game with. Understanding this will help you in your personal journey. You walk an isolated path, like in this story itself. It will splinter, seeming to careen endlessly into the obscure realm that is space. But it is not without purpose. In fact, it is purpose incarnate. Allow me to show you the reason for our meeting. This is the green sun.
Yeah, that sure is what it looks like. Very descriptive, I guess. But I don't know what it is. Or better yet, why it is.
And now I can tell you that much. It is the very essence of existence. The force which powers the complex multiverse you inhabit. From its most structured life forms to those that are ostensibly entropic. I preside over all of them. It provides a heat so pure, so powerful, that it is able to sustain the thin dividing line between the eternal perpetuations of life and the all-encompassing destruction that awaits beyond it. It was a gift from my maker, and it is my very heart and soul. With it, I have been able to protect all of creation from certain oblivion in their stead. But soon, like all living things before me, I too must face death. My bones are old, and my heart has grown weak. As such, it must be returned to its birthplace, lest the breath be choked from the very cosmos himself. That is your duty. I love that he just has like one flesh heart and the rest of him is bone.
The
Like-
flesh heart is the sun.
The flesh heart is the sun. That is our deal. This is going to be what fertilizes the end, as well as bring about a fresh new beginning. Make sure the imperative nature of its purpose is not lost on you, literally or metaphorically. But I suppose that is for later. We are still in a safe portion of this tale, as much amount of foreboding statements have ever been increasing. The gravity of it all is yet to truly settle on our shoulders. That said, with this particular expository section out of the way, how about a joke to lighten the mood? No more pesky navel gazing. I know you tend to be quite taken with the types that can do that. Those who laugh it off. Those who laugh if off. Who do not worry over much. Almost.
Oh, I think that's a typo then.
I think it is a typo, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Almost as if turning your gaze inwards causes you discomfort, and you seek to alleviate that somewhat. Oh, I seem to have accidentally veered into introspection again.
I love this sequence, actually.
Jesus. The boy. Oh god, the boy. No, I don't suppose that last line set me up for comedy. There's not much here that calls for laughter, if I'm being honest. Nor anything that allows some sort of wisecracking explanation. Such are the drawbacks of being a lone mouthpiece in existence itself, residing in my own bleak, fuzzy void. I am reminded of a myriad of delightfully osseous puns and props I was planning to exploit later. Jesus, just prop comedy from White Noise sounds like the funniest shit, actually.
It's very good, actually. I think he actually does that.
Oh my god.
You'll see.
Lavian, listen. Have you ever heard of a show called Rick and Morty? Funniest shit I've ever seen.
Why? That's a Laven's voice, by the way.
God!
Funniest shit I've ever seen, Laven.
Funniest shit I've ever seen.
White Noise, my beloved.
White Noise, my beloved. I love White Noise so much. Jesus Christ. Love it when my cool skeleton father, White Noise, plays pranks on me and chokes me to life. Epic win for family pranks. Yo, pranks win! Pranks win. Jesus. Perhaps I could make an exception here, just for you, and deploy some of those a bit ahead of schedule. I have to admit, this current visage I'm borrowing lends itself extremely well to certain veranda visual gags and cheeky turns of phrase. It amuses me greatly. Now, if only you could stop making all of that odd sputtering noise. Oh, that's right. You're supposed to be asphyxiating right now. I'm afraid there's not much I can do for your real body, as physically discomforting as it may be. Such are the beats dictated by the will of the narrative flow, in this specific case taking the form of quite literal fickle beasts. And we must dance to its ever-present true tune. It does sadden me that you can't stay here no longer, as I would much appreciate the company. You've always been a favorite of mine, you know. All your friends are. Ah, well, I suppose it can't be helped. It's about time you woke up. A candid farewell is all I will part with, but I shall remain here, and always I will be watching over you.
Austin, I just want to say, when you did the clapping sound, as soon as you did that, my laptop just like turned black.
Oh my god! I clap so well I shatter computers. I'm the loudest clapper in the world. I gotta get.
That's your survival ability if you were a Reptilian troll.
I gotta get Guinness on this. I gotta get Troll Guinness on this. A thought has come to me after all of that. A thought pertaining to the number 12. I believe that at this point, it is quite apparent that the seeming arbitrary value holds some form of importance in our tale. Did you know that the 2 digits, when placed side by side, are thought to be the perfect number? Austin crashes Donut's computer! Austin, turn off PC. Jesus. Donut PC dies 2021. Not clickbait. Not clickbait.
This is so sucks. My laptop finally kicks it, and this is the day.
I can't believe you know what? How better way to have your computer explode? Through vast error.
I guess. God.
Jesus. According to old planetary wisdom, in any case, of course, the amount of stock put into these antique notions varies by individual, as these things tend to do. Quite fitting, then, that there are 12 main characters unknowingly taking their place on camera. 12 souls who, once again, are set to give their own lives and the lives of others a deeper meaning, freedom, and most of all, a final chance at continued being. 12 facets of reality, compounded into the core of what defines these young trolls as themselves, their very essence. Like a bright, burning center of untapped, transformative potential. Isn't it beautiful? But I think you already knew that much, didn't you?
Haha, it's the funny TV.
Haha, funny TV moments. God, please tell me this panel is like a meme in the community.
I think it kind of is.
Okay,
It
because
looks like it should be.
we should make a transparent version of this and be like, yo, what's white noise watching today? I'm straight up just gonna make him watch Troll Family Guy.
No. No.
In any case, it is time for us to return to our scheduled viewing. And it is finally time for us to get better acquainted with this elusive blue guy. Allow me to put myself back into the proper context for this introduction. Heather goes, no! Heather does not want white noise watching Troll Family Guy.
Yeah, Austin, you were shot down by one of the creators. Austin might be like, I could see that. Lucky
he's a hive block guy. Ooh, no. Lucky he's a man who.
I'm going to beat you up.
Yo! Fucked up. Jesus. Make him watch Splatoon 2 Let's Plays on YouTube. Not bad. Not a bad idea. I think
Splatoon 2 Let's Plays by Eggman!
Jesus. White Noise just starts a Twitch channel. God. Allow. Enter name. Fucking Puppy.
Puppy. I love Mutt. Mutt is very good.
Mutt is very good. Your name is Lavian Ferru. You were born with a rare and quite severe lung condition due to the mishaps of in your reduplication process. Your lungs are a few sizes too small, which makes it hard for you to strain long sentences together or partake in any sort of intense physical activity. Acute lack of breath is a serious issue for you.
Do you get it? It's because Arcjec's a breath player and Laven misses him.
That's the end of the act 1. Let's read. Good
No,
night.
we haven't the Laven's intro yet. We haven't. You wanted to see Arcjec enter. We are going to see it.
Not that this stops you from giving those entries a shot regardless. In fact, you spend a majority of your time hunting big game with your trusty custodian, Mutt. You like to think of yourself as quite the sharpshooter when it comes down to it, if not in terms of raw gun toting skill. At least in the total positive net worth of your firing attempts. Which is to say, you've had a number of horrible accidents involving your rifle and stray bullets, but one of those incidents ended up changing your life for the better, significantly so, considering that it led you to meeting a very special someone, and you're both far happier for it. Or so her preferred method of framing the situation goes. You also enjoy performing taxidermy on the animals you take home, turning them into statues and trophies and sorting knickknacks, which you sell online for a living. Oh my god, he sells it on Troll Etsy? Is there a Troll Etsy?
I think so.
Troll.
Or maybe Craigslist.
Troll Etsy. I love Troll Etsy.
I think he probably sells it on Craigslist or something.
God, good. Okay. You're not sure anyone is interested in buying the stuff you made. It's all just for fun. But hey, you're not gonna say no to financial compensation. Especially when you're always running out of glue. Oh, you privy added into knot tying. You
Just keep reading.
No. This is a call out. This is a call out post to whichever of you two wrote this, either you, Austin, or you, Heather. You really did it to us, huh? You really let this happen, huh?
He just likes tying ropes.
Dog.
Keep going.
I didn't catch them my fucking first time. I'm gonna roast Austin after this. If Austin doesn't come into the stream, I'm going. Thanks, Heather. Jesus. Oh my god. Craigslist. God, I love that. Okay. I'll get through it. Ignore the knots.
Get it. Do it.
Just fun pastime. You're terribly bad at it, and just end up leaving a majority of the tangles you lying in the corner over there. Other than that, you enjoy gaming with your friends. You're personally more into the classic titles than any of your fancy new releases that have been consistently pumped out in recent sweeps. You call you old school, but the notion of a virtual simulation warping reality around you kind of freaks you out a little. As such, even though you did rank at the top of the leaderboards in a game of this nature with an old friend, the aging anthropomorphicity remains a big guilty pleasure of yours to this day. Okay, we won't, promise.
Yes.
The message it tries to hammer into everyone's skulls doesn't really stick the landing when it's coupled with a polygonal mess of multicolored, vaguely lucid player avatars glitching all over the place. That's exactly why you love it so much. The ham-fisted, poor presentation has a certain lo-fi charm to it, you think. Your troll tribe is windless artificer, and you speak in a way that leaves you breath when it's needed. What will you do? Lavian, retrieve Green Sun. Oh no, no, oh no, no, no. It's not on you. You must not have been able to take it back when you left the static. Oh. Never mind. It was just sitting on top of your desk. I was the one who put it there for safekeeping, by the way. Just in any case of any anticlimactic shenanigans saw fit to take place. Like, say, your canine Lucis developing a gustatory interest in a piece of universal encompassing jewelry. We simply cannot have that hypothetical cracking said jewelry with its tiny bark beast teeth, as that would lead to the entirety of your physical reality being consumed in a hellish torrent of bellowing green fire.
Jesus Christ.
I'm not wrong. Like, I honestly, yeah, fair enough, actually.
Fair enough. Okay, white noise, keep your secrets.
Austin paps himself. Austin do the Macarena. I have no idea how to do the Macarena, so I will not be doing that.
Hey, Macarena.
Hey, Macarena. Wouldn't that just be an absolute letdown? I guess I was able to get that joke out of my system, after all. You are very welcome.
Thank you, white noise.
Thank you, white noise. In any case, you're free to hold on to this pendant now that the immediate danger has passed. You decide to follow your original plan and just keep it around your neck, nice and cozy. As you're gearing up to safely tuck it in your shirt, you notice a single unchecked message from that special someone you'd mentioned before. Albion, examine computer.
Yes.
After sparring a brief but fond-lasted old memory, lovingly caught on camera by a friend, you open up your Scorp client. It is with some difficulty that you avoid the lure of another gag-filled round of anthropomorphic facility, but it seems that King Murret Dino Gadget is a little busy right now. This thing's no fun without company anyways. Your Scorp theme is called Buster Blues. It's an exact copy of the systematic shock, only it makes the whole interface a nice calming shade of blue, including the notification at the beginning and end of every conversation log. Quite possibly the best theme that there is in your humble opinion.
Yeah, this is that line where it's like, where it highlights the beginning and end of every conversation in blue. I think it was I was on call with Heather reading with one of our friends, and they said that they decided to make that a running theme because the blue troll tags at the beginning and end of conversations was originally a typo with Laven's conversation, but they were like, hey, what if this is like an actual thing for Laven's conversations that he starts?
I like that. I do actually like that though. Hello there, Bisectro.
Hi, Pen.
Hello there, Pen. How's it going? Thank you for coming out. Welcome. Yes, we are in the middle of Lavin section. It's going pretty well so far. Not to say that it wouldn't go well. At least he's fine. At least he's okay. He's happy. He's safe. Yes. I hold him like a plush.
Laven plush.
Laven plush. I can't wait to get I can't wait to get plushes of the main characters. Laven, answer special someone. Pliable Decadence began trolling Windless Artificer. Hi!
Hey.
Laven!
That's me.
I know, but hey, listen!
No, you listen.
Wait, what?
Oh, I didn't actually have anything to say. I just wanted to keep up with the listen gag. What's up?
Well, I got UK's memo about this big game thing that we're all supposed to be doing as a group, right? But I don't really get it. I mean, I'm a big fan of wacky plans and all sort of shenanigans, as you know. And by golly, does this guy ever know how to get wacky with the best of them. I'm feeling this one might be a little too complex for my simple cranial thinker around, though. Which is really saying something, because I can kind of understand what he's saying some of the time. Probably. The point is, I know you're a little more buddy-buddy than I am with Mr. Technodome. So, do you have any actual readable information that you can bestow upon me? Did he give you a briefing too?
Yeah, I talked to him a while ago. Pretty sure he at least shot that memo in everyone's direction. Well, except hers. For whatever dumb reason he managed to come up with. But as far as, like, an in-depth lowdown of why and what exactly we need to be doing, I'm not really sure myself. Just that it's been something he's chipped away at over the sweeps. Which I know you already know. And it's at least kind of important, I guess.
Yeah, but why?
I don't know. It just is. Trust me.
So you're telling me that we are blindly following the instructions of a greasy fishman without, 1, any plan whatsoever, and 2, a complete and total agreement from the entirety of the friend riffraff?
I mean, yeah.
Oh my god. Color me about 322 shades of skeptical. I love her. I love her.
Yes. She's one of the characters I figured you might like.
Fair. Mood. Also, who the fuck is that in the background?
I think that's Weird Al.
Oh Jesus, that is Weird Al, huh? I hate the vague Weird Al in the background. Jesus. I love that everyone in chat is just going, surpass my love.
Yeah.
It's him. It's Jerry Seinfeld.
Yep. There's a song called Serpfeld. Actually,
Serpfeld!
Let me get it. Let me go ahead and pull it up real quick. If I can find it.
No one noticed the Weird Al until now? Oh my god, that's so funny. Hello.
The little Weird Al overlay.
The little Weird Al overlay. Hello there, Simuel. How's it going? Good to
hi,
see you.
Simi.
How's it going? I hope you're doing well. Thank you for coming out.
Welcome to the stream. Also, I misspoke. It's not actually Serpfeld like the title of the song. It's Serpfeld the track art.
Oh, okay. Got it. Okay. Alright. Whenever you're ready.
Okay. Though, you're at least curious about it, right? Sounds pretty interesting if nothing else. This is not your usual type of game delivery method.
I mean, yeah.
Are you just saying that to mock me, or do you actually mean it?
Bit of both. Duh.
That works.
I seriously can't believe we haven't had anybody speak up and say, no, I don't want to do this. This sounds dumb. Or if that did happen, they certainly haven't tried very hard to get that point across. As far as I know, this is all just kind of happening. Man, tonight really is the night where things just decide to happen. I'm tired of things happening tonight specifically. We need a new thing happening night. I'm making the motion for it right here, right now. And since everyone apparently just doesn't care, I'm assuming they all vote for it.
I'm all for that. I'd be cool with things happening a bit more on a different night. Shake it up a little. Sadly, I don't think we can change the universe's affinity for this one pattern. I go through a constant cycle of, like, nothing happening ever, and then suddenly, like 100 things decide to happen on this one night. For reasons unknown to us mortals. Other nights too, sometimes, but mostly this one. Some good came out of it though, a few sleeps ago. Woof.
Okay, before we continue, no, I did not see the Shrek Wachowski. What the fuck? The what? Oh my. When we're finished tonight, we have to go back and look at that. I need. What page?
What page is it?
Heather, what page is the Shrek Wachowski? I need to see this. Jesus Christ. Also, Simi, I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. I'm glad you're doing well too. Heather goes sigh.
Oh, the Plink page.
Oh, the Plink page. Okay, we'll have to check that out later. Oh, Liz! Hell yeah! Enjoy listening to our voices and have a safe drive.
Yeah, have a good drive.
Have a good drive. Okay, are you making a reference to what I think you're making a reference to? There were a lot of things that occurred tonight, so if I just want to be completely super duper sure, that's on the topic we're on, right?
I totally am. The good part of it, not the bad part.
Oh, so you mean the part where you shot me in the leg? Permanently leaving with a limp? Forever?
Yeah, that's the bad part. The part I didn't want you to talk about. Can we please not talk about it like that?
But it's important to our history! How many people find true red romance over the course of a single night? I've said it before, and I'll say it again. That bullet was magic.
No, the bullet was just a bullet. Trust me, I checked. Everything that happened after that bullet, though, was magic.
Oh my god. Man, we are really just all the things that they say are wrong with feelings and romance out. Did you know that?
Oh, yeah, I sure do. Completely gutted by the fact. How did we continuously insist on a slapdash Roland affair for 2 sweeps now? I question myself constantly.
Oh wow, same! Me too, dude! Usually after that happens though, I'll send you a little heart emote, and I feel better. Heart. Bam, now everything's okay and I can tell you that I love you.
Thanks.
Say you love me back and also happy anniversary, you maggot tweeze! I won't be able to get worried about this game doing amicably if you don't do that much for me at the very least. We've already started getting cheesy with it, so we need to seal the deal. Come on, Wolf Boy, stick the landing.
Okay, I love you. Happy anniversary. And I'm very glad it stuck with you. Okay, before we continue further, Heather sent me the image that they were talking about.
Oh god, okay, alright. Jesus fucking Christ! Oh my god, okay, I gotta get this up on stream actually, holy shit, wait a second here. Oh dear lord. This is horrifying and I can't believe that they did this. Simi, thank you so much for the follow! I really appreciate it. Welcome!
Welcome! Thank you for supporting my bestie.
Thank you. Much appreciated. I appreciate you a lot. Oh, wait a second here. We're gonna do we're gonna make sure that I can do this without anyone seeing really quickly. Oh my god.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Okay. Okay.
We're getting Shrek Wazowski.
We're getting Shrek Wazowski here. Okay. I think that's good. I think that's probably a good view. Please take a look at Shrek Wazowski in the background. He's there. He's there, all right. Jesus Christ, he's there. He's there. Why would you do this? God, that's one of the things that I did not expect to see tonight, and like here we are, huh?
Yep. I thank you, Heather, for bringing that to attention. It's so good.
Thank you for the bringing up this creepy, fucked up little dude. I do not disagree. Actually, God.
Shrek Wazowski creepypasta character in Renaton.
That better be a Chekhov's gun. That fucking little dude better show up again, actually. I cannot wait for the Snowbound Blood episode that includes that troll. Dear God, actually. He's just standing there, menacingly. Not wrong, actually! Jesus. Oh, my lord. This is the pinnacle of the VE iceberg. You're not wrong, actually. Oh my god, you're not wrong. Okay. 1 second here. I'm going to show off the colored version of the werewolf troll. Made by our Israel. I'm so sorry. I keep having the I'm sorry. I promise I will get it down. I promise. Okay.
It's okay.
Okay, werewolf troll. We'll just name it color.
Werewolf.
Werewolf. Mr. Werewolf. Where are you? Ba-ba-ba-ba. I forgot I had the Ossiest heart gif. I forgot that's still set as an image on my screen. That's so funny. Dear
It's really
God.
good. It's really good.
It's very, very good, actually. Okay,
Osius, my wife, my beloved wife.
Ozzy is my dear wife. My dear housewife. Once again, fantastic art from Ezreal. This is so good. I love it. I love the colors. I love the design. Thank you for our werewolf troll. It is our VE mascot. It is the live reads mascot, actually. Osseous is the perfect housewife. No kidding, actually. Complete agree. God. Okay. Okay. Got it.
The feeling is mutual.
Yes. We actually need to name them. We do. We'll come back to that. And the feeling's mutual. Now that I'm going to go ahead. Okay, excuse me. Now I'm going to go ahead and look for more information on what the Sam hell of this nonsense even is. Then I'll probably forget about what I'm doing and just stay optimistically anxious. Something tells me that the machinations of the Czech executive TV set control freak are not going to end up compromised by little old me. But promise me something.
Yeah?
Keep an eye out for Apocalypse news, alright? They haven't managed to sink the Jesterly claws around here yet. But I don't want to put anything past his nasty wiles at this point.
Honestly, if you want to list us in his horrific accordion pagging polka party murder circus, we would already know that by now.
Good night, Soul. Thank you so much for coming out. You take care, okay?
Night-night.
Bye-bye. Whatever. I just can't believe it's still getting traction. To think I used to be the biggest fan and supporter of a long-haired cultist goon who's since gone on a crazy rampage, complete with a militia and otherworldly demons, just for the sake of his own sadistic amusement and giant ego. Guess stuff like this really makes it seem like the world is gonna be ending soon.
Guess we'll find out.
Guess we will.
Don't smile like that after all this ominous talk. It's scary.
Bye, Lavian. Heart. Lavian, examine desk drawing on desk. Okay, we're gonna pause here. I also have to put Sparzy in the phenomenal tier, because, like, oh, my love. I might...
Surpays. Surpays.
Oh, Surpays, excuse me. Surpays belongs in my heart, actually. Oh my god.
I before we started reading Vast Error,
Mm-hmm.
I was figuring which characters might be your favorite, and I was like, okay, Merge and Serpace have to absolutely be on the top.
You're not fucking wrong. You've called me out. Oh my god. Jesus. I thought you meant me for a second. I was like, what? No.
No.
Sorry, Heather. Sorry. God.
It's okay, Heather. You're in phenomenal tier for me. Heart.
If Austin and Heather were on the tier list, I would definitely put them. I'd put them in God tier.
Not wrong.
Not wrong. It's a
They
sketch.
did make it.
What? Oh, they okay.
They did make Vast Error.
I was about to say, I'm like, the tier list?
No.
God, okay. It's a sketch of one of your 2 original characters. This one's called Figment. He's a nightmarish construct, birthed from the psyche of your other character, Abel. Kind of like an imaginary friend. Only he is very real and doesn't act like much of a friend at all. They are supposed to be mirrors, somewhat, and have certain parallels in the ways that they behave and carry themselves. You got the idea after you first arrive on Prospect. Lavian, pet Lucis. Do I have a plush around that I can just pet for noise? Hold on here. Okay, I'm gonna get my Poochie amiibo and I'm gonna pet him.
Poochie.
I don't know if you can hear that. I don't know if the mic picked that up, but I did pet my Poochie amiibo.
It did pick up somewhat.
Okay, you know what? I'll take it. You give Mutt a light ruffle on his head fuzz. He's incredibly receptive to the gesture. Little guy's not the brightest of them, sure, but he has plenty of heart to spare. A good boy, if you've ever seen one. Squeaky toy noises, God. I do have a clown horn. I don't know where my clown horn is. I cannot pull it out.
This is so sucks.
Do you want me to go pull out my clown horn and honk it on stream?
If you really want to, I'm not forcing you.
No, it's okay. It's okay. Lavian, examine shelf. You walk towards your nearby shelf and take a moment to look over its contents. It's been a while since you've done a proper inventory of your supplies, but as you were distracted by the spoils of the hunt, you went on with your Lucis, at least until you decided to lay it down for the spell. Your workroom is not a very good for impromptu napping. Not like this dog bed over here. Do you sleep on the dog bed? Did you sleep on the dog bed? God.
Inquiring Minds wants to know.
Jesus. On your shelf.
Ooh, fun fact.
Yes, okay. Fun fact. Figment and Abel were included as Lavian's OCs just because they were my first major OCs as a kid, and Lavian's original concepts based on Abel. You know what? Totally fair.
It's so very cool, yeah.
I mean, my fan kid in his room has one of my first OCs, so I understand, I get it.
Yeah, Aaron.
Aaron, my beloved.
Mm-hmm.
Lavin is just a guy, Jesus. Yo, good luck. I wish you luck making this full body 2D model. It will be incredible,
Yes.
and I'm excited to see it.
07.
07. Lavin is just a guy. He is just a guy. He's just the dude ever.
I love him so much.
He's very good. Okay, on your shelf. Yes, on your shelf there is 482 pieces of printer paper. One pencil case with approximately five pencils and one needed eraser. One extra sewing kit. One militant horde branded army knife. And one line of rope adorned with permanently unloosed knots. And one empty glue bottle. Damn, You were hoping there would be at least one drop left. The one next to you spent 2, and you can't really use the dry glue that's attached to your loosest toys together. What a total letdown that we were kind of absolutely expecting. Guess you're gonna have to dig around in the crevices to your workroom and find some extra laying around. You really, really need it. Demerge Quantified began trolling Windless Artificer. Is this Elsie?
No, it's Albion. You read her.
Oh shit! I'm sorry. Sorry. Fuck. I apologize. I forgot for a moment.
Elsie doesn't speak until Act 2.
Okay, I did. Okay, fair enough. Please, I'm sorry for bothering you. I don't know what's happening. I've lost who I am. I need someone to please help me. Please, just help me. Please. Oh God, it hurts. Demerge Quantified. Cease trolling Windless Artificer. He can't help you. You can't save them. You can't help anyone like you were supposed to. A wave of regret and aimless despair crashes over you. Stifling. Suffocating. As soon as you hit send on those messages, doubt tastes bitter on your tongue. For the first time in your life, you don't know what you're supposed to be doing. Fucked up. I never tire from the guy that's just number. Me too. It's also just so fun reading it.
Yeah.
Albion, check ring. Your body chemistry is completely out of balance. So much so that you forcefully evicted the cell seconds after your guardian broke the news to you. You wish you hadn't sent those ludicrous messages to Levian on your tablet. You feel... You don't know what you're feeling, other than the fact that it's tearing you apart on the inside, and that's the scariest part about it all. You're not sure if you want to know. Albion, receive message. No. You can't drag her into this, no matter how much she wishes to be involved. No matter how much she wants to help. You cannot let her see you in this state. Seguin Allegory began trolling. Demerge Quantified.
Albion, are you there at all? I know tonight is a pretty important night and you're probably busy, but I thought I would at least hear something from you. I have not over the course of the evening, and it really worries me. Especially considering what you told me about not being yourself anymore past this date. I also received a message from Murad about some sort of game we'll be playing. In truth, it was not very helpful. I don't really know how to speak with him, or most of the others for that matter. But it would seem that I must join in, any hypothetical reservations I may have notwithstanding. And based on what he said, so must you as well? I'm not going to argue it. Honestly, I am just so lost as to what is going on tonight in general. But if you could please just speak to me before you go, it would make me feel much better about all this. I miss you. Austin. Yes?
You lied to me! You have left everyone in this world to die! Why have you forsaken me? Why have you forsaken us? I want an answer! We have already...
We have already...
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Sorry.
No, go ahead.
We have... Alright. We have already given you the answer, our child.
Those were not answers. The only thing you gave me were a handful of platitudes strewn together to set yourself apart from any consequences that have to come from your lifelong deception. I want to know why I am here. I want to know why I exist. Tell me what my true purpose is.
Everything we have said in our last meeting was the truth. We told you that your purpose was to leave this doomed planet rather than save it. We told you that would come to pass due to divine intervention, and it will be so. This is an event which we have been preparing for since we became engraved within your being. Dearest Albion, you are not the first Star Child to hold this position, as you know, but you are truly meant to be the last. Listen closely to us now. There was one other before you, a brilliant soul who wielded the tides of fate in her favor, despite having been turned away and betrayed by the one who was sent to grant her deepest, most selfless wish. We are bound to her in the same way that we are now bound to you, and we made a promise that we must keep. This is why we need to relate you a faux tale of this world, even if it pained us to do so. But it was only so we could ensure the continued preservation of your own self and those you hold dear.
1 second. Ezreal, if you okay, you posted it in Stream Destruction. Got it. Okay, cool. Cool. Thank you. Jesus. Hello there, Neptune 8. Welcome. Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome.
Hello.
We're in the middle of pain. Ha 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 ha.
Suffering.
Suffering. Okay. I gotta get back. I gotta get back into this. Okay. And what is this promise that you've made?
To keep you here for the moment. And to allow her temporary dominion over your coil through the use of your restrained passions finally laid bare.
Oh boy, suffer time. No kidding, huh? Yeah,
Yep.
that's just how the rest of VE goes. Help, help, help. Has it begun?
Which it are you talking about exactly? There are a lot of different it's going on for me right now, so you're going to have to be a little more specific.
The meteors. Do they now skate across the evening firmament, painting over its canvas and weaving in between the stars with their burning flares?
Yeah, I did see that. Wouldn't really describe it as anything so high highfalutin myself, though. It's just another addition to the ever-growing pile of shit I had to deal with today, I guess. The thing currently sitting at the top of said pile is avoid a second skirmish with my angry hell beast of Elusis, by the way. I managed to tuck myself inside a cave near the waterfall. Hopefully this will be enough to throw him off my trail for a while. There's really no win scenario for me here, which is just wonderful. The most I can do is sit in contemplative silence, hoping he puts enough distance between us for me to just sneak past him. Not that it seems likely. It seems like a very probable scenario at this point. Well, with Tin Can Motormouth over here watching my every move and spewing the most cranial matter-rotting facts as loudly as possible. I did manage to get him under control eventually by virtue of the classic shut the fuck up technique. But
God bless.
But I guess this meteor garbage means I don't really have to worry about waiting around very long. Considering Armageddon seems to be barreling down on us from the sky, death is pretty much guaranteed. So, hooray for that!
You are correct. Death is inevitable. There is no certainty other than the fact that one day claim us all. However, unlike most others, we are concerned need not lie in the immediate future. We have been chosen. We are set to perpetuate existence itself, and as such we are special, far more than so any others that have been, currently are, or will ever be alive on this planet. Our lives are the only thing that truly matters, self-aggrandizing as that may sound. They are the sole reason these events have been set into motion. It is all for a singular unified purpose, down to the most minute of details. Details which I am about to entrust to you only, Mercive. Hear me. Do not lend credence to the man who spins his words like yarn.
Okay, first of all, you're starting to sound kind of weird. Second of all, I have no fucking clue who you're talking about. Third of all, what does that have to do with my current situation? Even if I'm special, whatever the fuck that actually means, how does that help me not die, and die via inconvenient meteor shower? Or even more inconvenient angry Lucis, for that matter. Honestly, it sounds like you're feeding me meaningless platitudes in order to distract me from my imminent doom. And no offense, Albion, but I don't care if I'm important. I just want to survive.
The path to salvation will reveal yourself to you when it must. My role is not to shepherd you along it, but rather to provide counsel and direction in seeking it yourself. This includes soothing your fears, so that you might embrace full clarity of mind and body. I have learned that the only effective way of accomplishing that is by understanding the true reality of your circumstance, as well as your being. For without my guidance, you will remain ignorant. That is what I wish to offer. But the ultimate choice is yours. Wishes do not solve problems, and hoping for them only makes the dilemma more prevalent. Something they certainly do not understand.
Oh, I think I understand my circumstances pretty well without your oh-so-generous guidance, thank you very much. If you would grant me the favor of actually listening to me for 2 seconds, I will demonstrate it. Are you ready? Here we go. I am currently stranded between a rock and a hard place, and all you seem interested in doing is wasting what little time I have left, making absolutely no sense at all. That's just the running theme today, apparently. God, what is up with you two, of all people? You know, I'm not really sure I like this. Whatever's going on with you right now, I mean. Not a fan of this new quirkless tone, either. Damn it. I guess I should maybe try listening if you're offering. Well, I still can. Not like I have any other resources available to me right now. But if you're not going to help me figure out how to deal with the meteor or the lizard situation, could you at least explain who the hell this yarn guy is, as concisely as possible, please? If I could avoid having to deal with another bout of vapid chatterboxing, that would be great.
God. You know what big mood is? Actually, biggest fucking mood. So Bisectro in chat says, Albion, okay, I've allowed myself to cry for 5 minutes this sweep, time to recede back into my normal persona. I don't think that this is Albion.
It's not, no.
Yeah, that's what I figured. I was pretty fucking sure this was a guardian spirit. He is the only one who oversees life in the name of actuality beyond time itself. He is the one who speaks in broken tones, one who prepares to use our worth in a game of destiny where none of us have any choice in our inclusion, where even those in the background will be effective and unknowingly pave the way to the locus we are about to reach. You will know his mark when finding the blackened text in a place of scattered sound, and you will know of the lime blood vessel in it to his heart. Stop her. Save yourself.
That's it? Not even a name or anything? What's this nonsense about a lime blood all of a sudden? Are you talking about EO? Did she do something? Hey, Albion, are you there? Who do you mean? What the hell is going on? How am I supposed to save myself? I don't even know what I'm saving myself from besides some dumb space rock hurling my direction.
I have finished entrusting you with my thoughts and feelings. Spread them. Spark the crusade you were meant to do in another life. You will know the reason why soon enough. It has already been ensured by this conversation alone. This only needed to last long enough for me to preserve a small beacon of hope in my Sion. Farewell, Mercif, and I wish you good fortune, and yours with the journey ahead.
What are you talking about? Albion? Come on! Ugh! Fuck all of this, and fuck my life!
Diz, oh god, Diz, I'm giving Diz a hug right now. Holy shit. Jesus. Screw. Oh, go ahead.
You will learn more about Dismas and Albion's friendship actually, because their friendship is really interesting.
Interesting. Okay, cool. I'm fascinated. We will see. Neptune says, screw this. I want to see the worst wedding dress. God. B. Murret. You've once again successfully, nay, masterfully, evaded death and copious amounts of bodily harm on your sick parkour moves, as is par for the course. The entrance to your beloved hentai dungeon stands before you, greeting you as an old friend would. Oh yeah, this is where it happens. The sting of your various cuts and bruises, a familiar sensation, really takes you by the hand for a stroll down memory lane. Not that these tiny little nicks come any closer to what you and Scabbard got up to the injury department when you stuck together, back in the good old days. But enough reminiscing. You've got a mission to get to. Merit, examine wall. Don't worry, we've censored the hentai dungeon. We have censored the hentai dungeon.
Oh, yes, we have censored it. I censored it just in case.
Yes. Thank you, Donovan, for doing that. Also, I need everyone to just know that while we were doing this, I just got a random subscription to someone I've watched maybe twice. I'll take it, but like, God. Yeah, no. If I showed the actual panel on stream, I think I could get Twitch banned.
Yeah.
Murret cringe compilation.
I was like, no, I had to blackbar this.
Yes, Jesus. This wall was never desecrated. An impressive feat. The thing still stands to this day, considering all the tumultuous history centered around it. It was a rather nice of the trolls to build this place of worship, and part-time hentai dungeon, to leave this section intact for you. You guess they only had enough self-control not to upheave a handful of walls, though, since you had to painstakingly recover and reconstruct pretty much the entire thing by yourself. Bit by bit. Like the whole ass temple, which took a while. You still remember how you celebrated this fortunate turn of events a few sweeps ago, by immediately taking note of the sigils on the side, as was your sworn duty. And after that was done, you celebrated by redecorating the hell out of it. Responsibility's a malleable concept in your hands. Ah, there they are. your essential pair of emergency shades, which you've left down here on an earlier visit. Just in case you happen to find yourself haphazardly rushing into an abandoned cathedral, completely barefaced, following the directions of a living skeleton man in some ancient writings in order to wait for the release of a dubiously explained cataclysmic phenomenon. A cataclysmic phenomenon that will bring about the end of times through the power of a video game. I can't believe video games do destroy worlds. You know, like
they sure do.
You know, all the moms in the 80s were trying to tell us video games would destroy the world. And here we are. No one ever listens to their mother, Lucis. No one ever listens to them. Were you going to say something?
No.
Okay. I hate how he has how he has emergencies. You know, he has 52 pairs. Look. Sometimes it just be like that. Sometimes you just have so many fucking shades. You need them. You need them everywhere. Merit, examine wall. I was literally about to say shout out to the moms. God. God damn cryptic runes. These pestic bastards left you scratching your noggin for a good while. They're not even meant to be read in the usual way around. They're supposed to go from right to left when dealing with the long-forgotten pre-Renaissance texts. The top sigil is a special one. It doesn't really mean anything on its own, but every green sigil scattered around the temple can be forged from its mold. You think it's like a general blueprint that can be customized to suit one's needs. These specific green symbols translate to exist, static, cycle, entropy, rebirth, in that order. You managed to piece together that represent the meteors and the purpose regarding the end of your planet. Or something along those lines anyways. Make no mistake, you're plenty resourceful, but you're no adept historian or linguist. It could just be a spooky prophecy. Or an effective measure of importance in this setup you've been working on. Who knows? Even your ingenuity has its limits. The tiny square fonts are just some numbers. In any case, what you do know is that the majority of these marked were used in religious worship pertaining to the 12 aspects that constitute all life and existence, with some sort of channeling ritual centering around them. Which gives us a nice segue into this flower. Ah, yes, Murat. I want to live in the big adventures, but I want to be able to control everything. Turkin. Not wrong, actually.
Yeah.
Murat's a disaster lesbian.
No.
What part of that is a no?
The lesbian part.
Fair enough.
He and Dismas are dating, after all.
Disaster gay. Fair enough.
Yes.
It's been here since the beginning of time, or so the legend goes. This entire temple was built around the single carnation. According to these walls, the plan was supposed to undergo sort of kind of release process. The exact mechanical details are a bit murky, but the core message remains the same. This process is to happen only twice during the flower's entire lifespan. The first release has already happened, and it was planted the seeds of life and consciousness into the world. The second release is fated to end everything the first release stood for. And now you're here, ready to watch it all go down from a primo VIP spot. The thrill of a lifetime. One for the history books, no doubt. Anytime now. Oh, okay. Maybe you're a bit early to the party. This is so boring. Murat, kick pod. Jesus Christ, Murat. Hurry up! Murat, punch this pod's lights out. Nah, you don't actually want to destroy this thing. Your spiked golden knuckles aren't even on you right now, and you're not about to start punching through rock with your bare fists like a complete idiot. Even if you do enjoy playing the part most of the time. Besides, a lot of people have tried breaking it open before, including you. Even if it were possible, someone would have figured it out a long while back. You're just doing it to pass a little time. Murat, receive message. Seems like Blue Dog finally got off his ass, which is more than can be said for one of your other friends you've met. Those wallow-prone types are slow like that. Of course, you can't actually tell if it's him or just the random ping you heard somewhere in the temple. You would love to answer and find out, but you neglected to bring one of those many communication devices with you when you first headed into your personal trap maze. That, and you have way too many computers, televisions, smart televisions, and television computers scattered everywhere to know where that sound came from. Luckily, there's a solution on this impasse. Twirl's hair! God, there actually.
So there's this he, she, they.
There's this he, she, they. Merit, open up surveillance modus. You bust out your surveillance modus, displaying the set of capture cards contained within. They're oriented in a way not unlike that of your TVs back in your main block. Whenever you couch log an item, its card acts like a screen through which you can view it in real time. The item in question is not to be moved into your inventory, staying exactly where you left it. When you wish to retrieve it, your modus instantly transports it from the monitored location to your position. If the card is empty, it simply displays static. You are able to freely retrieve and monitor whatever you like. But if your item is moved from its surveyed location, the signal is lost, rendering you unable to retrieve it unless you catch log it again. Kind of a hassle, but you don't really mind it too much. You're only monitoring one item right now anyways. The cons of dealing with your finicky modus outweighs the pros of using it for anything other than a specific circumstances. You know, I gotta be real here. I think this actually fucks. I actually love the idea of this modus.
It's very good, yes.
What page are we on right now? We're on 239. About to go to 340. 240, 240, 240, 240!
Skip all the way to 340.
Jesus, I think like in 100 pages we get to Arcjec and Taz.
Yes, I think so.
Yes. Merit, examine monitored item. That's here. I didn't expect to hear the fucking September. Jesus Christ. I mean,
September.
I mean, it is kind of Merit core, but like also like you never expect the September. Jesus.
Yes.
That's your only available backup commuter. The Don Cop. You stole it many sweeps ago from some good hand when a ring-a-ding submarine after a particular vicious game of dung. You would have given it back after you realized the error of your ways. But the post-mortem status of this hypothetical sort of reacquisition makes such an act of goodwill a bit moot. Fortunately, the side effect of your old penchant for using deadly force is to solve problems. Or, well, in specific case, your partner in crime happened to be that lethal weapon of choice. But who is really worried about that menu like that? Oh my god, they fucking say his name? What? Hello?
Dismiss, this is you.
Jesus
That's
Christ.
That's what it said.
September goes and comes like a truck. Not wrong, actually. I do want to know what dung is and how you play it. Because, like, Jesus.
I think it's like a Rebetonian-fied version of Bullshit, which is a card game.
Okay, got it.
Or BS, actually.
Got it, okay. Currently, the thing that is laying over in the pile of various body pillows that represent your friend, a set of Turkish originals that you lovingly crafted with your own hands. They are stashed away in a secret hidden box that require a lot of effort and poised to reach without serious injury. That's probably where the mysterious pinger was coming from. Oh my god. Okay then, we're doing this, huh? Jesus. The Dominicon is transported to your location once you pick its card. God, you forgot how many stupid bells and whistles this old thingamajig had. Let's just see if you can remember how to talk to another troll on it. Merit, answered Albion. Windless Artificer began trolling on Clash Kahuna.
Good luck with that.
God, I was like, I'm like, oh, is Dawn getting
I'm
the
waiting for the
page?
drop.
Oh, Jesus.
Yes. Hey, I'm up and about. Figure it's getting pretty close by now. The good news is, I did run into White Noise just before I woke up, which we both expected. He gave me a pretty important piece of the game. Not anything I could deal with right now, but I got it. I guess we should probably talk about it later when we have time.
We should talk about who the fuck is White Noise.
Well, you know, the knick-knack patty where I give the dog a bone man.
Fucking yeah, I know who you were talking about. I just want to say more like decent like, and you delivered as always.
Nice. Now the bad news is that I looked everywhere, and I still can't find one bit of glue. I think I have to give up on my quest, and also due to time constraints.
Thought and prayers out to you. I did something just as incredible as incredible on my. God damn it! The Murat core songs are getting to me. Holy shit! Actually,
They're very good.
they're very good, but like, god damn it, Austin and his Simpsons love. Jesus.
Shoutouts to Pragmatic Nihilist for making Royale with cheese.
Shouts out, Jesus. Made it deep into the hole. Got some minor injuries here and there and everywhere, but nothing I can't just shake off. A little lighthead's no heavy deal. Heavy deals exist along the lines of hey, long since crossed. Now I'm just sitting here waiting for the payoff to come.
About how long do we have?
Given how consistent the thing is, I'm gonna say that it's actually on time with a little less than 4 minutes to spare. And guess what exactly is gonna pop out of this really pad? I'm guessing that whatever the first thing it's gonna do is knock me flat onto my hot ass. And I'm just gonna stare back at the blinding end like, whoa.
No idea. What does this prophecy even look like in any sort of physical form? I mean, we only know that this is where the game starts, whatever that means. Might just be as easy as some file we need to spread around.
Personally, I'm holding on to it being a huge, being a big explosion of some sort. But if our luck has anything to do with it, then it'll just be some filthy McRun-ass dude telling us we've just got punked. Cue the confetti and a studio audience bellyaching their canned laughter for effect as I walk down the murky depths of waterlogged doom to kill myself.
I don't think that'd kill you exactly. At least not immediately, especially in your case.
Sounds like
Would mess you up good though.
Sounds like the perfect way to get the melancholy for your lifeblood flowing. Guess it's good that it's not what I'm about.
Are you saying you never get sad?
Nah, dude, I'm saying that I just don't bust it with feelings. I'm saying I don't get as bad as the rest of you sad sacks, though. I mean, sure, this is the sad place in a sad time, with sad boys and sad girls in a sad woman environment and hell creeping up, making the struggle extra worse. But like, if I don't keep afloat with us here, then who will?
I usually do pretty alright, I think.
But you're not me. Nah.
Okay, Murat.
Okay, Murat. No offense, my man, but we gotta keep our different niches and roles stark and erected, or else we just run together. So I'll keep being the rubber, and you keep being the glue.
I guess that's true. You actually turned that metaphorical insult right back around, so kudos on that one. Oh, speaking of, do you have any idea what's going on with Albion right now? She sent me a few frantic messages earlier. I don't talk to her very often anymore, but she seemed like she wasn't doing so great. Tried checking in on her, but I never got anything back, so...
I got no motherfucking no on Sparkle's deal here, man. Only people I talked to outside the general memo were you, Juggle Mountains, and Scarrack. And Bottom Two, if you want to call that a combo. Which, I'm trying my damn darnest to make not work. I'm not gonna take a wild guess that she's fine. And even if she's not, we gotta worry about startup before we can even get into the collateral. You ask me, I'm damn sure nothing too awful could happen to us right now. By virtue of we got to be momentarily invisible as key turners in the ignition of boldly going. Really, I'm just bunker graded on this whole ass. I don't know what's happening, chorus that keeps happening on Slung like the cheapos matters rather than a food bond. Me and you are the most important for the. Oh my god, I'm done. I can't. The fucking freak phone. Jesus Christ.
Mert songs are really good.
Mert songs are very good. I've been like, okay, Simpsons, Seinfeld, sure, yeah. The fucking freak phone! Oh, dear god, okay. Oh, I'm breaking characters so hard because of the fucking... Jesus, okay. Me and you are the most important for the outbound pre-setup, and even we don't gotta get the full detail privileges. Like, damn, I don't have a whole scrapbook full of the pics I'm showing off, but I'm still doing it cause it gotta be done. Just wish sometimes there was more of a flow to go along with.
That'll make all the ambiguity a bit easier to handle, but it's not our call. We have to be that flow for them, because really, I could see why this all sounds a bit overwhelmingly stupid, or at least just overwhelming. But there's not a lot we can do, or that I can do, not until Arcjec gets in anyway. Which leaves us with the question of, once the whole flower deal is done in a minute, what do you think we're gonna be doing? I don't think we need to do anything else after the blooming, really. We just sit back and twiddle our stick for cheese.
Well, I know that Wrestlette is gonna be steaming up a message storm as soon as this is said and done. Told her the big news in the type, and she just wasn't having it, so guess she's gonna have to learn the hard way how this all goes down for us. Us too. Finally, some learning of craps instead of pissing tears on it. So while she's flipping out, and Soda Jerk is pulling out, how's about me and you get back with some adherence to our furry politics? I think I owe you one.
For sure. You actually do owe me one. Woof.
Hop on in, I'll meet you there shortly after I dump the search yell laters from my flappers. With us being so fucking important, I think we should get a chance to play us the real games here. For now though, I'm settling for the fake. It's here. Thank you, I'm so glad y'all like my Murat voice. That makes me...
Your bird voice is peak.
Thank you so much. Jesus. Uh-oh, there's fear on his face. For the first time, fear on his face. Oh Jesus, that was an explosion or just pop out? Oh Jesus.
Kind of explosion.
Oh yeah, and the lightning bolts go to all 12 players.
Yes.
Wow. Pernicious overkill began trolling on Class Kahuna.
What in the pantomiming fuck did you just do to my stack top?
Didn't do nothing.
Like a scathing fire pass, you didn't. You told me about a game earlier, and now I have one permanently stuck to my screen. If there's anyone this dead and decaying carcass of a friend group who could conceivably have an explanation for the zipline flare that just burst through my wall and embedded itself into my hard drive, it's you. There is no minimize, no exert, and no power off function that works. Can't have access to another application. All I have is a screen, a bunch of buttons with functions I don't have the slightest clue about, and a scorp icon. I bet this damn thing won't even scrape anymore if I decide to drag it across my beat-up blocks columns. And you are the one who set this goddamn stage, shoved us all in without explaining any of our roles. Don't even try to deny it.
You just don't really listen, do you, huh?
Oh, but I do listen. This is a game. We just established this, remember? You've been telling everyone the quote-unquote gist of this stupid charade for ages. But now I want actual answers.
Why in the fuck did you think I was tugging your tube earlier, Juggle Mounds? Told you exactly what your role was, and you went and denied the true facts of knowledge as per usual. There's the score again, 'cause I'm charitable and patient, man. If you need to talk to our man Sad Boy, you need to talk to our man Sad Boy, and you need to work it out with him into the new age.
What does that even mean, Turkin? Do you hear yourself right now? What kind of facts are these?
Ones I know. Like shit, I had no clue that was how the game got peddled. Dry Bones has got a touch, it looks like. Props to him for being on the quick and easy.
I am going to slash your eyes and turn them into a new pair of slit dividers!
Truth be told, I don't know what a lot of this means myself, even though I prattle on about its importance. But you know, a great dude once said, you don't listen, you die. There's a pure and simple fact for the macho man. No, 248 or whatever. I'm real tired of the hand-me-down and answers to hands who don't chomp my bit. Got my own score to settle with a bang broski. So you want my spin? Figure it out. Taz, expect game mechanics. You start by taking a closer look at the series of panels displayed at the topmost. Wait, what the? God. That is him. Turkin really was not kidding around. You'd recognize that face anywhere. Even after sweeps upon sweeps of zero contact and countless unanswered messages, he wouldn't be able to hide from you if he tried. Ugh, he's really let himself go. You really think you're gonna tell him in the nicest way possible? I love your Taz voice, Donut. That's pretty much how I hear the voice when I read her cues. Oh my god, that's so sweet, Sammy! Oh my god. No way!
Oh, now we're in this scene.
Yeah, Jesus. No way! It's the Arcjec sleeping! Yo! It's him! He's... When is Arcjec just might as well be... What's his... What's his class?
Bard of Breath.
He's the Bard of Sleep.
Bard of Sleep.
The Bard of Nighttime. The Bard of Nappies.
Big nappy. Nap time.
Nap time. Good night, Arcjec. Tucks him in. Pernicious Overkill began trolling Animated Humorist.
You.
Animated Humorist really doesn't appreciate you violating the sanctity of this private white box domicile. Anything you want to say can just be easily withheld within your personal brain matter stew until you regret ever thinking it in the first place. Trust me, he knows from experience.
Fucking really. You're still using some vacuous auto-response message system to try and ward me off. Not going to work, shitwit. If I'm being forced to talk to you, then you're sure as hell not getting away with this pathetic excuse of an avoidance mechanism. You're not going to just keep your ass planted on the floor and ignore me for however long you want. I have let you off that particular hook for sweeps, over and over. No more. My ass has been busted to get you to where you can even conceive of this pathetic, lifeless state of existence you continue to squander and run straight into the ground. And if I have to rip each individual limb right off your deteriorating, lanky torso in order to drive that lesson home inside your thick skull once and for all, so help me gods, I will do so. I will drag your ragamuffin ass, kicking and squirming all over this homely hell's half-acre of you vermin pellet. You better get the fuck up and help me figure out what to do about this game nonsense, or I will drown you in your own cornmeal tint and string your entrails around my waist before any other worldly phenomenon can even think to take my place, holding up your garish ovulent cranium and feasting on your mush drain. Do you fucking hear me? Wake up!
Don, you
Yes?
gave me chills.
Thank you.
You are so good at this, holy shit.
I am just an amateur voice actor.
Valid, same.
We are not professionals at all.
We are not professionals at all. And moments later, he does. With that, we are brought full circle. Gaps in knowledge have been filled, players have been duly introduced, and now we reside in the current time once more. You've must been just dying to get back to our very first protagonist. Let's get to it, shall we? Yeah, you know what, Heather? Big mood. Taz. Heart. Taz. Heart.
I love her so much.
Holy shit, he's the Arcjec. Wait, no, go the fuck back. Go the fuck back. Good, he's sleeping again. Okay. It's the only way. You haven't got the slightest clue what any of this means.
Possum Dad.
Possum Dad. And you have.
I love how Heather draws him so much.
Oh, it's so good. Oh, Jesus. The vast arty is very good.
Yes.
And you have no idea. What the fuck is that? Game start.
I love this series of panels.
Ah! 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 You are not a fan of this situation, which you think is very reasonable, considering that whoever is behind this augmented green cursor is making sure to drill their point in hard, directly into your skull. Fucking alright, dipshit! Yes, you get the idea. You're taking a look at your computer screen. At least the mystery of what the weird paper scribble got solved before even a chance to get started. Arcjec, inspect game mechanics. Someone clip this.
If you want to link it in the chat, you can whisper to me or Austin.
Yes, absolutely. This looks like pretty much every single other game UI you've seen, mashed together in a single package. What strikes you the most, however, is your symbol, brazenly displayed on the upper right corner of the screen. That specificity in equal parts puzzling and concerning. You haven't clicked any shaded links in recent memory, and the possibility of a virus proprietor being this invested in your cooperation is some sort of niche weirdo project seems highly unlikely. Besides this, there have been way too many coordinated happenstances lately. This static feels ominous. Foreboding. It leaves you with more questions than immediate answers. Scorp seems to still be running though. As much as you're not a fan of engaging with conversations on best of days, maybe whoever it is messaging you can offer some real insight. Arcjec or Scorp. Oh, of course it's her. You stare at the purple text for several seconds. Arcjec, answer Taz.
Oh boy, here we go,
Here we
Austin.
fucking go.
Did you have a nice fucking nap, you prize-winning grease sack?
And you wonder why I don't talk to you anymore. Thank you for just setting up the most premium example of why that case run on top is the most broken pedestal that our shattered, ruined memories in remembrance of the times with anything to do with each other's lives.
This attitude is just rich. You think I am enjoying this exchange in any conceivable way?
Wow, your anger is just still as disproportionate, misdirected, and repetitive as it ever was, and always will be. Good to know that we're barely a couple messages in, and yet already trampling on the same metaphorical roadkill that's been decaying on the pavement stretch for over 2 sweeps. Good times. Now tell me what the hell you've been going on about, and also how you knew I was on the floor.
Oh, right, because you're obviously doing so much better with your own immodest operation. At least I'm consistent with my issues. All you managed to do is drag yourself appallingly deep into a gaping pit of mental starvation and bracy language. So forgive me for thinking that my blatant distaste is still beyond justified at this point. And I knew you were lazy on the floor because I went through the trouble of going all the way out of your middle of nowhere muck puddle. Once again choosing to break your pathetic ass. I'm about to bust through your front door and shove your disgusting maw through the fucking floorboards. That would be just what you expect from me at this point, I'm sure. Decided to message you first to give you a nice heads up. You're welcome.
Gee, thanks. I really love to get the most out of your newfound enthusiasm for abrasive, tasteless jokes. Give me a second to relish in the feeling and take it all in, like it's a whiff shot of tear gas.
And I'd really love to punch your face, but I guess that would be repetitive too, wouldn't it?
That was the lowest possible blow you could have taken, but I'm not gonna devolve into hysterics over this time, so he's made it pretty clear you don't care. Plus, I've already got enough unexpected shit going on right now without having to throw you into the pot as well. What I'm dealing with is eerily close to what you just described, actually. Some person popped completely unannounced earlier, right by my hive, and then fucked off to who knows where. I was outside to investigate, and then I wasn't. I shouldn't have even woken up inside my room. Also, my clothes are just explensively clean?
Ugh, who even cares about your clothes, Arcjec?
I do! They're special! Look, I'm not pulling some sort of elaborate ruse or overblowing sleepwalking issues here. I've got serious memory gaps, and it's not just because there's a literal arrow inconsistently drilling right into my skull chasm. This thing's probably killing my knowledge cells as we speak, by the way. I can feel a headache coming on.
Well, maybe you should have pondered all that before you decide to be a useless fuck and force me to take action.
So you're the one behind this. Glad I managed to coax you that out. Glad I managed to coax that out of you this soon.
I thought that was pretty obvious by now.
It sure wasn't, because you don't say things. You bellow from the bottom of your chest cavity and shove your foot directly into anything you don't understand, without even thinking about the possibility of causing damage in the process. And whenever you do formulate something, it's all just incomprehensible growling with an extra fuck thrown in as the ripe pincer on top.
Might as well be. Oh wait, no. You hypocrite. Contrary to your assumption, I'm not doing this just to spite you. There's actually something serious going on for once in your miserable, cushy life. I wouldn't be wasting this much of my time with you if there wasn't, or if it was something I could avoid.
Oh yeah? Is someone else also physically shoving you down and forcing you to look at the game screen, perchance? Do we have an entire link chain of abstract symbol-based cursors holding us hostage in our own homes? Because if that's the very specific case, then I totally and completely forgive you.
Might as well be. I sure as shit can't do anything else with this game window taking over my entire computer. That, plus all the other obscure doom-slinging instructions I've received tonight, drives a pretty hard and annoying point. The one I hope I managed to dig in your head by now. Wanted to make sure you actually stayed put and listened to me, because I had to prod at your puny, lanky body and watch you snore for several minutes, which was also annoying. So I'm giving myself this tiny bit of satisfaction.
I'll admit, that was a good call. Given the chance, I would have absolutely be as far away as possible from this spot by now. What sort of doom is being seen around, though? There's literally nothing out of the ordinary going on. I mean, maybe in my case, maybe. With the obtrusions of a third party such as yourself and the puzzling and not autonomous realculations of my unconscious body and such. But other than that, this night is as drab as any other. I'm astounded that your fuming indignations at our little talk apparently made you forget that you're the one putting this game into motion in the first place. You can just stop at any point and let the rest of today run its course. Get your computer checked out later. I don't know about you, but I'd rather have one less weird thing to worry about tonight if I can help it. Especially if it's one involving you. I've already learned my lesson there.
Were you really out of it for that fucking long? Memory gap doesn't even begin to describe the problem then. Considering I dragged you over here fresh out of your ignorant bliss, I'm sure you didn't get a look at the extensive message Murray sent everyone. Not going to waste even more of my time trying to repeat any of his confusing gibberish. I'm sure you can handle that much if you value your life. And if you can't, then get ready, because you're about to anyways.
I was waiting for this conversation. This is possibly my favorite part of Act 1. I love this conversation so much, actually.
Yeah. It hurts, but it's really good.
It hurts, but it's very good. It is very, very good, actually. Okay, I'm just gonna be straight up here. I'm unbanning links in chat just because at this point I don't see that there's a reason why they shouldn't just be allowed, because at this point, like, more people want to post links than, like, you know, than like spam bots come in. So I think we can deal with it from there. So yes, thank you Bisectro for the clip. I will check it out later. For there's so much history going on between these two in this conversation. There's, Jesus Christ, there really is. It's just like they're dredging up literally everything that's wrong with the relationship in just one dialogue, and it's so interesting. It's so fascinating.
It's very good.
It's very good. Can bots filter out bad links? I don't think so. I don't think like a night bot has the capability of doing that. Hey Austin, check this out. Okay, what's up, Ezreal? Arcjec. Oh, we got progress. We got progress. Yo! Oh shit!
Yes.
Hell yes, that's so good. Oh, that's beautiful. I'm so excited. Holy shit.
It's very good, yes.
It's very good.
I enjoy.
Me too. I enjoy the it.
Mm-hmm.
I enjoy the them. Arcjec. Open memo. Unclaps Kuna has created a group memo. I'm literally not reading all of that.
So he brings in Sova, Dismas, Arcjec, Gentha, Albion, Serpace, Laven, Oseus, Taz, and Calder.
Got it. Also, by the way, I apologize. Vexy! Thanks for coming in. How's it going tonight? Welcome.
Hello.
Good to
Hi,
see.
Vexy.
Yeah, good to see you here. Parents are forcing me off to get off, so I have to leave off here. Aw, damn. Okay, that's unfortunate, but you know what?
Okay.
I'm excited to see more of it.
Hope you have a good night.
Yes, take care. Thank you so much for coming out. I really appreciate it. Bye-bye.
Bye.
We did appreciate and loved having you here. Okay. Oh yeah. Oh my god, he did leave out Elsie. Whack. Let me know if you decided a name for the werewolf. I can do that. Yes. Okay. That's everyone, except the one we don't need. KK, cool. Now shut the fuck down. Now, oh, wait. Excuse me. KK, now to shut you all the fuck down.
Silences everyone.
Silences everyone. You've been silenced by the Murat government.
Mm-hmm.
I don't recall for sure how I felt about Taz at this point, since I was rationally binging this part, and it's before I was live blogging to Dawn. But if I wasn't already endearing to Taz, that convo was the point where I know I'd start to love her, TBH. Oh, completely fair, actually.
Yeah, like she's doing a call post to Arcjec.
Who probably needs it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He kinda does.
He really, really does. Murat excluding Elsie from the group chat is so funny to me. It's pretty funny. It's the start of something so dramatic. Oh my god. God damn it.
You'll see.
Fair enough. Okay, let's go. I'm not gonna be wasting my time with anything but the primo issues. Some of you got some personal messages about all of this from yours truly before, but now here's your official strategic checklist of what tonight's hell day has in store for us. It's a lot. Basic gist is that we have been working on sweeps, researching, and helping the man out with these festivities he's got in store for us. Now what are the festivities, you're probably asking yourself, with a dumbfounded wetness seeping into your pants? Put simply, it's a new state of the Arcjec project, with the plot being to become big heroes. I know some of you are into that. Like, at least 2 or 3 of you. And this baby's the full package of World War Ben and objective-based missions, just like each and every other of the few goods games we've got in our perma-greenlit sales market. But this game right here, this game is different from any other contender you might have on your list. You're not going to recognize the name because it's not even got an official one. This is not them usual big releases with big public eyes set on the prize, waiting for the nerds to start beating each other half to death with starting the gate kind of bullshit you see on the reg. And I've got the approximate know-how of how getting you guys into it after the soul searching and finishing my last work inside an occultist mausoleum sprouted with the dawn of time and all devours, which you straight out don't get a choice in buying into. Nah, it's facts. This game is a changer that tells natural law to go roundabout fuck itself into oblivion. Plays whenever we're not ready. Plays when it's ready, not when you are. Don't even know when you're all gonna be in or how you're gonna get in. And I'm talking with the man who made it. Think I'm gonna go down into the dungeon to double check the important bits there before we get rolling. But it's gonna be soon. The salience of our soon is important. The salience of soon is important. Okay. The salience of soon is important here because time of the shit we gotta watch out for. Half the price of not playing along with is death. Don't even have to die peacefully. Simply put, a meteor is gonna fall down the sky and squash your hive into the world like some kind of one-note bug on your planet scale. Actually, that's gonna be happening anyways, not gonna lie, but you'll make it out of here there, don't worry. Because I gotcha. And all your worries are shoved right up into my culinary tract for safekeeping. You're gonna make it out alright, even if your shit is gonna be destroyed and you're gonna be popping out of existence as far as the world's concerned. This leads me to the main point of what I'm here for. To explain what you gotta survive past this sad experience we're all gonna be living after and starting. So maybe grab a pencil, because I'm about to incite you on the steps of not getting splattered by a metric rock ton of ball plinking on your body and down in the ground. There's a way to escape the meteors before your entire physical, metaphorical living is smashed. It lies with the sacred law of the buddy system. Each of us got a client and a server, and each of us is gonna have those roles. Both are gonna need to support game functions, and they'll be flip-flopping as we go along. Clients with those who going in, and servers are the ones making sure they get in. Yeah, the game isn't really the game until you do the quick time mini event. Make sure that there's a game you can play. Loving the needless complexities. It's like the maker man who knows I'm deep down in my grilled push pad. Tit punch and a 2-sweep circle bag of shadow making rounds. First whatever they take or not. Didn't even plan that. It's a gag or nothing. Fate just turned plays with crotch meat and Fred and slow grip, I guess. Rest of us gonna go like this: PO, WA, me, GD, DQ, PD, SA, FF, me, GS, redacted, A sharp. So, going down, y'all see that once you've your server and the person behind you, you then become a client to who's next in line to insert themselves into the world of tomorrow. Might want to talk to these guys if you don't already know them, because they're in charge of your entire purpose. Sure, we can work out those weirdo combos somehow. Don't know how this all works or what's pushing for it, but hey, if it works all out, you won't be gone physically at least. You won't be gone, at least. It'll cycle back to pencil length once it's all said and done. But on an aside, seriously dude, I wouldn't set my sights on redacted. Not gonna go into detail on it, but that would just cause me problems. So I'm kind of half-ass busting my code of honor here, but legit, it's gonna be much better without her in. Maybe some of you know what I mean. She's not good news, and we don't need not good news on top of our righteous stack of bad news we're dropping on, so feel free to ignore that last bit. Last thing, I can give you that I know that this game is some code I transcribed on my reconstruction work. These are the real sure deal that I know you need to have going in. All you guys are going to have different codes, but there's one specific bunch that's going to repeat it over and over again in this process. 1263 1194 1077 5728 6012. Do these numbers hold significance besides being related to avoiding a lot of hot indignant Ignis load barreling down the skyline in our collective direction, if you ask? Fuck shit piss if I can tell you that much this early on if I answer. But they do come with a nice pictogram, which are all so important, so I'll link them down before. I just love that there's troll tiny URL. Oh, it's a Tumblr image. Interesting. Okay. Alf? Jesus.
And 2 Barts.
Of course, the Barts. That's all I got.
I love the little doodle of Taz and Arcjec just like spewing numbers at a meteor.
Yes, it's very good. That's all I got for you, TBH. Just put what I've got into practice come the right time and you're good. Please, 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 God, don't make me re-explain and retread my words a billion fuck ton of times before we're going. I'm setting like 5 times stupid question limit for all of you people, and then I'm shutting down my exhibition camp. This is supposed to be a game, and it won't work right if you don't learn along the way or some shit. So try to have some funsies. I tried. Get you on the other side. And he just leaves. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, now I think that's like the end of reading Murt's lines for this act.
Oh, fucked up. Okay, goodbye, Murat, my love.
Murat, my beloved.
Yes, Jesus. Liz says, each and every closer to the Murat moment that filled me with fear and anxiety when reading and made me anxious. Still a bit far off, but approaching. Oh, fear? Oh, fear, actually? Jesus. What are you thinking about that? Oh. Oh. Dawn and I are the besties. We're the besties. What the fuck? Not fucked up. I love you.
I love you too, man.
More it'd be like, can't stand her fake ass at 5 minutes. I'd be like, me and the bestie.
Me and the bestie.
Jesus Christ. Okay. This still isn't adding up. What was all that supposed to show me? That you put a concerning amount of effort into a dumb show gag that everyone's in on? Yeah, sure. This is definitely some sort of special video game. But all that code business and this vital information nonsense is obviously 100% made up, either by you or Morit or one of the others. I mean, come on. It just sounds like you're actively trying to ruin this night even further than it could already manage on its own. And frankly, I'm not into that. Props for you for trying, though.
Are you serious? You just got a fuck ton of information, which we're way past the point of ignoring. If I can't, then if I can't, then you can't either, Gungeblood. I really wish ruining your night was all I was trying to do here, because that would be considerably more entertaining. It would also give me the option of just leaving and not having to deal with you anymore once I got tired of it. But that's not a choice either of us can make.
I don't know. Can't we?
Does the arrow driving deeper and deeper divot into your degenerate dome mean anything to you? Want me to push down a little bit harder until it cracks?
I don't know. Do I? Tonight just seems like a big night for people making decisions in my stead, so you tell me.
I think you've made plenty of your own decisions so far, though you seem fairly adamant on complaining regardless, like some sort of helpless little grub. This is a pretty big fucking deal. I shouldn't have to tell you anything else to get you to just cooperate. Do I really need to show you?
What are you gonna show me? Some paper mock rock that FF made from colored craft paper hurtling towards my window? Is Merrick gonna pop out with his gaggle of cameras and laugh so hard to him coughing blood on account of his wicked epic prank? I hate to be the one to break it to you, but what we're dealing with here is an extremely weak joke of your design. And if it's not your design, it's someone else's. We all know the only way this planet is dying is when it inevitably crumbles apart from its own wear and tear. And the only way I'm dying is when I equally inevitably decide to off myself with a rope and finally a final sense of relief at not having to live for little things like this conversation anymore. So if you really want me to buy this irrefutable proof that you think you've got shoving onto my lap, then by all means, go ahead. Do your worst. I will try my hardest to keep myself awake over here as you gather your wits, but I think I'm feeling another nap coming on.
Alright then, you coded sphinxter. Here we fucking go.
Taz, make him cooperate. Arcjec investigate scene. After a forced and impactful look at the scene before you, you've come to the realization that this game is not a joke. Yeah. Nice work.
Thank you, Arcjec.
Thank you, dipshit. Oh, look, this panel is so fucking good. He's just holding Possum Dad so kindly.
Yeah.
God bless. I don't know what to say about this. What is there to say about this?
That it's a problem, and now you're going to listen to me.
No, what I want to do is say that the route this cosmic joke has taken off is no, what I want to do is say that the route this cosmic joke has taken is off the goddamn deep end. There's coming full circle, and then having the circle start to encapsulate its own identity through a stagnant but divisive line. And you know what that new line creates? Another circle! They just stack on atop another one until they reach the world's end. And you know what? We seem to reach the tipping point of all of this.
Okay, you really need to just shut the fuck up right now. Between the garbage I heard tonight, dealing with you, and dealing with my own shit, I've had enough. I don't think we really have the time to scrum around and complain about the existential concept situation.
Says you.
Yes, says me! Was the giant meteor barely towards your hive not enough of a motivator?
See, that's the problem. That actually was a motivator for me.
Unbelievable. That is just like your whining inane self. You know, the one who can't manage to pull himself out of his own souring puddle of lethargy and self-loathing long enough to consider the things that affect his own life, much less the life of others.
I don't think you understand where I'm coming from here. I want to do something about this. That's a step above nothing. But a flaming space rock hurtling towards your window will do that for you. I guess. I can tell that this is bigger than me. I still don't understand it, and that bothers me. But I can say, at the very least, I admit when I'm wrong. So tell me what we should do. How do we play?
It sure would have been easier on both of us if you just said that from the fucking start instead of rambling on about nothing for several precious minutes. But thank the two above for a little compliance. Unfortunately, the rules are something we're going to have to figure out together, because just getting you to this point has taken up all of our time so far.
How much do we have?
I don't know. I barely got the chance to look at all this crap. But if I had to take a guess, probably not an amount either of us would be very happy with.
You're telling me this game doesn't have a holo booklet or a virtual control setup? No guides or plots of reference? Nothing?
It might. I just said I haven't looked yet.
I read what you said, and these kind of games usually open up with rules and an overview features while also giving a period of time to look over instead of just sending you in fresh. I figured that was just... I figured I just wasn't awake to read mine. They started it as a staple back when I was really into the outdated SBV RPG tournaments.
I know about that, idiot. I was there.
Huh. Weird. I don't remember that super well. Regardless, did you get anything like that?
Well, I don't think this is your typical game in any shape or form, so no, I didn't.
Then I guess we only have one option. Which is to randomly scramble all over the buttons and see where it gets us. Oh, and please remind me never to consider playing video games ever again after this.
Fine.
God, Liz says the XD sandwiching Arcjec's messages really is pretty damn funny sometimes. I tuned it out quite a bit. Oh, fucking fair, actually. It's really good.
Yeah.
Jesus.
I'm going to click on the quizzical looking squiggle button first, because that's pretty much how I'm feeling right now.
What? Quizzical and squiggly? You're squawking your own band of hobbling, bubbling nose-clad noisemakers here. Pretty sure that's how we all feel. Also, I'm clicking on the button too. Taz and Arcjec. Click quizzical-looking squiggle button. Introduction. Oh, Jesus. Oh, my God.
Do you want me to read this? Because I know you've read a lot so far.
Sure. That'd be nice. Thank you.
Okay. Tutorial. Introduction. Welcome. This is an introduction to your game, how it works, and what you will need to do in order to survive it. If you and your party have not yet named your instance of the game, it is suggested that you do so as soon as possible, as it is convenient for communication measures. The game is built around giving its players free will in terms of how they decide to play it. Without your unique input in decision making, the end goal of it will be rendered moot. Though, there are still some standard systems in place to ensure a smooth start to your journey. If you are a server player, your job is to help your client player progress into a separate area known as the medium, while diverting them from danger. If you are a client, Please be sure to return to the screen once it is time for you to exercise your server duties. This will be signaled to you by your screen changing from its saved status to a view of your client. If you are reading this, then you are already connected to the game's UI and have successfully set up a server-client connection. By the time this game is finished installing, a series of meteors will be heading towards your planet based on the number of players in your session. This part of the game is a tutorial designed to showcase all you need to know about basic mechanics and the start of the game proper. Client information. The top left area of the screen shows your client's current information. All player icons and associated colors are pulled from each individual's chat client of choice. Presented to you in this section is your client's player profile and current in-game level. Selecting it will display critical, up-to-date information regarding the player. Underneath, there are 3 small bars which show in order your client's experience, gold, event timer, blue, and current goal progress, white. Each of these bars can be hovered over in order to display more exact details. The large green bar at the bottom of this section represents your client's health points. If completely depleted, it means that the player has perished. At this stage, keeping an eye on the event timer is imperative. If it runs out during the entry process, the client will die on meteor impact. You must make sure this does not happen, or else your game will not be played as intended, potentially resulting in unforeseen negative consequences for your planet and any who do make it into the medium. Server information / player navigation. As the server, your icon and health vial, your icon and health vial work in the exact same manner as the client's, being located in the upper right corner of the screen. The server player also has access to a variety of camera navigation tools, including directional navigation, camera rotation, zoom, and a client locator. The locator, if pressed, will automatically send the camera on your client, ensuring you will always be able to find them when necessary. Party. On the far left end of the screen, there's a thin black arrow. Clicking on it will open a sidebar that displays the rest of your party's health and player profiles, with the exception of the client and server pair already shown above. You will not be able to access your player profiles until they have established a server-client connection of their own. Toolbar. At the bottom of the UI, you will find a list of buttons and displays with varying functions. They are as follows. Menu. Help tutorial. You are here. Trading center. Profile. Chat client. Experience bar / level. Crafting, and inventory. Some of these functions will only become available after further progress is made into the game, and this tutorial window will provide you with additional information as they are unlocked. Your personal profile contains the same information as your client's, only in relation to your person. You and your fellow players will start accumulating experience once the medium is entered. You may level up by completing objectives and quests, defeating enemies, gathering currency, engaging in various acts of heroism, and unlocking achievements. All players begin at level 1, although each player's leveling up process will be unique, reflecting your individual journeys throughout the game. The max level cap can only be reached through a specific method that involves an intricate chain of processes, which will be revealed to you at a later time. Your crafting inventory windows are to be used periodically. Any items you and your client personally acquire or craft can be viewed and accessed from your inventory, along with any currency you may earn. The crafting window will allow you to create new items using various materials in order to enhance your experience and chances of survival. Your first task in this game will involve these 2 windows, as you must use the crafting window to create the items needed for your client to escape their impending demise. Once you have entered the medium, you may click and rearrange the icons on the left side of your toolbar to your liking. Depending on how you play, new features will be added to the game in addition to the default options. The chosen communication client for your party is Scorp. There is no way to change this option once it is set. Please do not attempt to switch your communication hub, as it may lead you to lose contact with other players. Epilogue. This concludes the explanation of the game's main UI and a general tutorial on how to get your client into the medium. Please proceed with haste and caution, cause minimal structural damage, and endeavor to cooperate and stay alive for the duration of this session. Good luck.
Thank you, bud.
You're welcome.
Arcjec and Taz and Arcjec close tutorial. Well, ooh la dee da, a fucking tutorial. How very sanctimonious of our new gamer deity to bestow upon us. Maybe I should go back to my sour puddle and engage in spontaneous bouts of traveling, as this prattle game dev from Hell Dimension obviously knows way more on the complex topic of pushing some buttons than I can ever hope to.
Shut up. I got a new thing. Did you get a new thing?
Yeah, I was hoping we wouldn't have to talk about it though.
Did you know that when you're typing messages, you say them out loud as you write them? Just wanted to let you know, I can hear it. And the tone of your voice tells me you're not even being remotely serious about this. My guess is that you're trying to delay the inevitable with your pedantic screeching because you're afraid of the consequences. But I am not your grub sitter, and your emotions are not my responsibility. I don't deal in feelings. Click it. No. No. Stop arguing. I know what you're trying to say in the chat. Stop. Stop typing and talking! Click the button!
Arcjec and Taz, click the button.
I don't like this.
Now you shut up. I think I know what this thing is.
Oh, you do you? Tell me then.
Just as an initial disclaimer, I don't care if you don't believe me, but I'm still going to tell you. I'm still going to derive some major satisfaction out of dispensing these facts, since we precisely have zero leads otherwise. Seems like my turn to be the proactive, well-informed member of this duo. Huh.
Oh my god, just get on with it, Arcjec.
Alright, fine. Prepare for some very high-quality non-fiction that even I have hard time buying. So, I've been having these on and off recurring dreams, I guess you could call them, almost every night. It's been going on for sweeps. I'm not going to go into the unnecessary specifics, but whatever my internal dreamscape is in the mood for some weirdo visions, I end up jolting awake somewhere other than the place I fell asleep. And every single time, I'm holding a piece of paper that I somehow scribbled nonsensical symbols on in my fevered sleep-addled state. I normally just ball them up and toss them out. I didn't really think these meant anything. Or I didn't want to think about the possibility. There's no way I can feasibly claim those things are coincidence anymore, though. I've seen this spiral shape before, at least various approximations of it, but they still seem too close for comfort. I'm starting to think that they're just what we need to solve this entry thing the tutorial mentioned. And there you go. The leprechaun hole gets deeper and deeper still. Is there anything I can trust logic-wise at this point that will not inadvertently lead me to falling into a gaping pit of hidden meanings and secret foreshadowing, I wonder?
Well, are we waiting for your wriggling day to get any more turgid with false prophecies, or would you like to show me that you're worth more than the crust like at the bottom of my sneakers? Get them!
Arcjec, on ball papers. Jesus, Taz. I can't blame her, but like, oh my god.
Yeah.
Do I have paper? No, I don't have paper. I'll do that. Wait, no, I do. Gotta really go for the sound effects, you know? It really makes it. It really makes it. Arcjec,
It really does.
Arcjec, put papers in a nice orderly stack.
You're being awfully meticulous all of a sudden. Hurry up. We spent so much time not giving a shit about anything. Why are you trying to be organized now? This had better be worth it. Oh, for the love of fuck, what are you doing? These magic dream tables have to be millimetrically aligned for them to work? Actually, don't answer that.
It seems we're having some technical difficulties. Sadly, this is not the first time this has happened, and neither will be the last. E01? Hello again. Could you please stop interfering with my signal? My favorite part of the show is on, and I believe we've had enough of your little interruptions to last one eternity. Some people like their narratives to be fully cohesive.
Hi, Guyan.
Thank you. Where were we? I'm not legally obliged to answer. That information stays between me and myself. Besides, didn't I just go over the fact that the papers are, important? Maybe I just felt like treating them with a little more respect, since I initially disregarded them in their intrinsic value. Don't quote me on this, but I've heard it healthy and normal to feel legitimate and sorry about things. You know what? I better apologize. I'm sorry, Papers. Truly, I overlooked your rightful place in this operation. It's not about the way that you rest on the floor in a sad heap. It's in the way you bind yourself to this awful predicament that we find ourselves in together. And I respect you playing a part in the peacekeeping in these trying times. Just between us two, I think Taz is being a little more than unfair right now. You don't deserve that callous treatment. Nobody deserves that. Except for me, obviously. Shh. It's okay. I don't mind taking the weight off your markings off my back. You're in good hands now that I've established a mock dialogue with you.
Wow, alright. Thank you for the fucking deluge of yet more useless derision. All of that was extremely relevant and exactly what we needed to help us figure this out. I'm sure the Papers appreciate your kind actions and consideration. But, just as a thought, maybe politely asking them what you should be doing from the get-go will make your life easier next time.
I'm not sure how willing they are to open up at this point. Maybe it would be best if you asked them politely, since you can both see and hear us having this this very real conversation in very real time. I know, right? Sorry, talking to the Papers.
I can't believe I'm out to humor this with actual response, but the audio and visual feeds don't go both ways. I just be talking to my screen, not very helpful for spoken conversations.
You can type your response. I will translate all of your snarling.
I love that, they're both, fighting, and yet also just, having these, somewhat fun, ramblings to each other.
Yes, it's true.
Just bickering.
It's so indicative of how they could be.
Yeah. Or, here's a wild idea. Maybe we should get back to fucking work.
Arcjec really is just the king of sarcasm. He is genuinely very funny, I agree. God. And here's an even wilder idea. Perhaps just let me fucking have this. Or better yet, let me apologize to you for this attempt to lighten a situation which I have no control over so far, and was quite literally dragged into against my own will on what was turning out to be the second worst day of my regrettable spawning, only to be greeted with none other than the one person who I never wanted to hear death rattle on a keyboard at again. Oh yeah. And apparently I'm about to die. So, unless I follow either your screeching directions or the ravings of an incomprehensible slam jockey with even more exposed RGB wires than common decency. Can't forget about that. So please, excuse me for trying to keep my spirits up in the midst of your rampaging temper tantrums, as you just yell the same things over and over and over again, and act like I'm incapable of understanding even the most rudimentary of concepts. Do you want me to fucking growl at your feet and thank you for your molten, eradicated core that is your catastrophic anger, as if it's not been a haunting specter constantly looming over me for these sweeps? Do you want me to give me results? Or do you want me to continue wasting your time by saying I'm wasting mine? This is a two-way rostrum that you and I are barely standing on. So if you want something done the you way, by all means, take it to your own personal floor. But as far as my side of the podium is concerned, I'll keep doing things my way. And I absolutely have to. I'll make sure to meet you right smack dab in the middle axis in order to show our continued survival. But once this is over, don't you fucking dare think I'm gonna keep this little lambastic act up. Once I'm out of here, we're done. Now let's just move on and figure out what these codes are for.
No. You just word vomited all of that at me, and we are going to discuss it. I have things I've been aching to get off my chest for sweeps, and if you think that what I've managed to say so far is molten and irradiated, you're even more pathetic than I remembered. I'm not saying half as much as I could, you disease-ridden fuzzball. Not even a minute amount of potential damage has been dealt in my turns of phrase, but now I'm going to go off.
Go off on what exactly? Maybe you meant against everything I just went off about earlier before I went off myself? That doesn't sound like a very good strategic game to me, Taz. I thought you didn't deal in feelings. Besides, I've already laid everything that could be possibly laid out between us. Let's not open this box again. I'm tired of the endless masochism tango. And more importantly, these papers are also included in the things I should have laid out between us. So how about you and I get back to business and not let pesky things such as deep-seated emotions throw us off the top of a maneuvering ball like we're acting a fool on. You probably have the next step. What is it? Really quickly here, Don. Good night, Bisectro. Thank you so much for coming out.
Good night, Pen.
It was a pleasure having you here. I hope you sleep tight. Hope to see you again. Bye bye.
Yeah, thank you so much for tuning in.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye bye. I have the next step. You're the one who is making all these off-kilter connections in the first place, and you have the papers, not me. What kind of esoteric chain reaction did these things even set off inside your head? I really don't know what we're supposed to be doing with them. Care to explain?
Well, it's mostly to do with the stuff I've mentioned haven't seen in the past, just in general. Almost like they were designed to invoke some kind of emotions from me. Once this was all started to happen. A subconscious connection or something, I don't know. I'm not about to burst into tears over this masterpiece before it really earns it, though.
Well, if you want to try and prove your theory on the, echalizer, there's a sand ticker type of icon there for me. Can you do anything with that?
Arcjec, open echalizer. Really quickly. I'm glad you had a lot of fun. I'm very glad. This is a lot of fun. I love doing this. This is very fun.
Yeah, I'm really glad.
Yeah. I can't. If I had to take a wild guess, it's probably because it's not my turn to use it yet. You know, like it said in the tutorial. Also, echalizer is a god-awful name for a device. Sounds like you just stitched two words together in a vain attempt to make it sound cool and make a cool and funky new word for a weirdo puzzle. Only for it to fall flat on its face, because who would even want to say something like that out loud?
I don't think I could even pronounce it in the first place.
See? Bad game design.
More bickering.
More bickering, Jesus. Taz, press sand ticker.
At least I could click on my bad game design.
God.
It just gave me a bunch of loops and pointy bits with numbers under them. Sort of looks exactly like the stuff penned on your nightly stack of prophetic dream omens. I'm not sure if they're the same codes, but they're something.
Well, I've only seen the ones in my dreams. But with the way the pieces of this absurd puzzle are starting to align, I don't see why Murat wouldn't have mentioned them if they were useless. Or why would even have all of them in the first place. Either way, he gave us some numbers, and they said they were codes that needed to be known going in. Whether they're mine or not doesn't matter right now. What we need to do is figure out how to input them, and in what order.
There's no number input over here. What else is there? I could try working with the diagram itself to see if some magic happens.
Took the words right out of my mouth. Glad I didn't even have to say them. Taz, try to replicate a symbol on the diagram.
It's lit up. I'm actually impressed that this is just working out like that. Fucking how?
Good for us, and for you specifically, since I'm just sitting on my ass over here right now.
Just continue sitting on your ass while I put the rest of these in.
You make it sound like I'm complaining about it. Taz, click the green button. I must head off the bed now, too, unfortunately. Sad, so close to the end of act, but I hope you both continue to have fun. Thank you so much for coming out, Heather.
Good night, Heather. I love you so much. Thank you for coming in.
Thank you so much. You take care, you sleepy tight, and I hope to see you again at some point. Bye-bye.
Yeah, have a good night. Bye. Oh, fuck. There it goes. That's one down, I guess. Glad it actually worked out. The actualizer took the code and marked it off on the side in one of those little circular slots. Looks like I might be able to do something with it, but for now I should probably just finish putting the rest of them in.
Hello there, Dead Pixels. How are you doing? Welcome.
Hello, welcome.
We are pretty far way through into Act 1. We're coming very close to Arcjec Inter, right?
Yeah, we're pretty close.
Yes, okay. So yeah, welcome. You came at a very good point. So, I know I just said I'd love to continue being plastered in the cushy bumps of my ass cocoon, but just to let you know, I did gather all of this information and share some in the deep, dark, hidden truths with you in secret hope that some of it might actually be useful here.
Well, he got the same kind of symbols in front of you too, right?
Maybe? I still haven't seen yours, but the numbers from the memo are the ones do not correlate. I'm guessing that there's some personal codes that were briefly mentioned, which is kind of worrying, given the very specific circumstances of their acquisition. I doubt the entire Peanuts gallery had been string up by their dreams in the same way I have, though. Hopefully. I'll cross my fingers as many instances of the broken twists I can manage that they haven't. But I digress. I tend to come in streams right as the end. Well, you know what? We're close, but again, came in at a good time, Dead Pixels. Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah. We haven't gotten to the Flash yet, so.
Yes. And I'm supposed to give you my paper codes too? This actualizer function is kind of useless to me right now. Should I blindly flail them around in order to get the right angle on that creepy voyeur lens you're watching me through? Read everything out loud? Try to interpret dancing?
Probably not. All that sounds exceedingly stupid of you. Also, there's still no numerical input. Maybe try inputting one of them in the thing and tell me what you get.
Arcjec. Input symbol. Well, inputting it in the diagram and hitting the green button, because the hourglass function is still bunk for me, turns into a green symbol. It flashed for a second in order to communicate something akin to "good job," and then retreated into the corner like yours did. I'm guessing now the chore lies in setting up the rest of the codes.
Okay, perfect. I was already working on putting the rest of mine in, so you can go ahead and do the same. We'll figure out what the next step is once that's done.
I'll be sure to defer to your holy authority in the future, but way ahead of you. By the way, have you been doing any more thinking about what all this is accomplishing?
Depends on what you mean.
I'm not sure I know what I mean. I mean, I think I want to know what I mean too. I've already mentioned it, but this still just feels so unreal. We got extensive explanations and directions and clear immediate goals, but none of them add up or make any damn sense unless you got sort of insider information or something. Even the smallest glints of knowledge we have so far only make things more confusing. And everything seems tailored to us specifically. I mean, the tutorial even stated that in plain terms. It's unsettling.
Arcjec, I don't think, I act. Continuing to mull over this in circles is pointless until we have more information. It's not going to make this situation any better. Stop trying to rationalize the irrational. The only way to get results is to stop talking to me and mumbling to yourself and do it. I've already told you this. Also, I just got done with all my code inputs, despite your claims of being ahead of me. That diatribe we shared just now set you back a couple of minutes, and we don't have any to spare.
I said I was handling it, and it's being handled. You know, you really make me feel like some sort of green-haired, off-brand elf slowly waddling towards the precipice of immediate doom.
Hang on. I think there's more stuff to look at on my end now. Yeah, there's new shit in the inventory.
Wait, don't touch it yet. I'm almost ready.
Don't you have less slots than me? What's taking you so long? What's your problem this time?
It's nothing, okay? Just don't worry about it. It's not like it stopped you before. Here, it's done.
Alright. That just lit up 5 more items for me. One of them is red.
Yeah, great. Taz, deploy the red box. No, you're not even going to make the attempt. That entire thing is coded in red, which is an obvious visual signifier that clicking it will result in approximately Jack Dick. How many times do you have to remind people that you know a thing or two about video games? Damn. Damn, Taz Gamer moments. Let's go.
Taz Gamer.
Taz Gamer moments. Taz, click on the first item instead then. Looks like you're gonna need a bit more room in order to use this thing. Setting it outside might be the best option. So, what does this thing do? Something that will finalize this process? Hopefully?
Maybe. It says we have insufficient space here for these items. And one of them can't be used at all until we get everything else set up. So this might be the final bit.
Okay. Oh, hold up. I got an update. I checked my inventory, and I have nothing new there, so I ended up clicking on the symbol inputs instead, just to see if anything would happen. Lo and behold, I was granted the numeric input. Of course, since nothing can ever be simple and straightforward, all the buttons are encrypted in some weird symbolic equivalent. So I'm being forced to print out that Garsh cipher key that Marit made against my will. Ugh. I'll just tab it open and wait for it to load. But I guess this game is just too important to let me do anything other than gaze at its flashy eye-straining splendor. Let me see if this yields any results really quick before we move on.
The Black Mesa sweet voice.
Black Mesa sweet voice. Jesus. Oh my god.
Arcjec does have Gordon, like HLVRAI Gordon on his Kin Onion, so...
This is fair, actually. Jesus Christ. Okay. Arcjec, attempt to put in numeric code.
Well...
Nope. Nothing. It gave me an error message that said the pillars need to be calibrated and the gate pieces properly connected before I can input the final codes.
Clicking on mine does nothing but bring back the list. So this task is on you. Time to focus on it. We're going to have to go outside to set the rest of this up. Do you have another chatter device?
No.
Then we won't be able to communicate beyond me having to hear your bitching out loud. If you need to say anything important, you're going to have to holler at me. So this should be our last conversation for a while.
Aren't you relieved?
No, I'm not. I don't think we're ever going to be given that benefit.
Yeah, well, it was never a benefit to begin with, was it?
You used to think otherwise.
Yeah, I did. And after you ruined my life, I grew up. Just like you always wanted.
You're really showing me otherwise. Your complete backward swerve in attitude doesn't mean you're more mature, or that you've changed in ways that matter. I can take ownership of my actions, but I'm not responsible for the way you handle your problems. I never have been. Now I'm done talking about us. You need to get whatever the fuck you need from your hive, and get out of it. If I were you, I'd go ahead and take the papers with me too.
Arcjec, grab your scythe. Leaving that conversation without another word, you retrieve one of the things that you feel need to take away from your hive. You have no idea what might be in store next, and it never hurts to have a weapon to defend yourself with. If any situation finds themselves getting a tad hairy down the line, you know that this thing is actually useful in
Where exactly?
Jesus, that oh my god, that got me for a moment. Oh my oh holy shit. Jesus. A double Gordon. Yo, Jakara, thank you so much for the raid with a party of 3. Welcome to the Vast Error Let's Read. This is a comic that I've been meaning to catch up with, and so many of my friends like, so we're going through it. We are about to get to the really juicy part of this first part, so welcome. Hey, thank you so much. How did your stream go? I hope it went well. Let's see here. Not that this actually is useful in any material way. You just barely know how to swing it and without falling on your ass and breaking your spine in the process. Size of the standard issue protective gear for all grubs on your planet. A needed precaution against the onslaught of the dangerous creatures that inhabit each and every corner of it. This won't really help with anything that has the equivalent motor skill to a freshly graduated tyke, but it's the gesture that counts. Somewhat. Most trolls get a weapon more befitting of their personality and martial prowess later in life. You've never had a reason to use this thing in the first place. You have your rather gifted set of circumstances to thank for that. Nevertheless, these current circumstances are the opposite of gifted, so you allocate it back to your strike specialist for the first time in recent memory. Right. Inventory done. Wow, this game looks intense. This game is intense. It's a comic about a game, but it's not a game itself.
Yeah.
Arcjec, take one last look at the book on top of your thermal hull. Baby!
Kid Jack.
Kid Jack. You can't leave this behind. This has become such an ingrained habit that it's become an ingrained habit to pretend it doesn't exist. At least that's what you tell yourself. But it's always back in your mind. It's always in the back of your mind, isn't it? Even after all these sweeps, just glancing at the cover is like twisting a hot knife inside your chest. The memories carefully tucked away in this book hound you, circling your thoughts like birds of prey, waiting for just the right moment to strike. And they always find you. You've never been good about letting go. Why did everything go so wrong? It went really well. Really nice, really connected with my viewers and had some nice discussions. Made more progress in Horizon Zero Dawn. Hell yeah! Hell yeah! I'm really happy to hear. That's wonderful. Arcjec, capture log book. You capture log the book into your replica modus. Once capture logged, the modus will automatically generate a ghost image of the item in question inside the inventory. The two iterations of the object are linked. When retrieving an item, you can either choose the real interpretation of or the phantom iteration. Phantom items tend to have a more potent intended effect compared to the real version, when applicable. The working of your modus are highly case dependent and specific on the front. It also has a side effect of making the newly made phantom item rather fragile or volatile once it's taken out of its card. This means you basically have an infinite supply of code red, which is usually what you have stored inside, as long as you don't take out the real item. Damn, bitch. Phantom code red is pretty alright, when the can doesn't explode. Not nearly as spooky as what it makes it sound. This kind of counts as fan fiction. It's a weird thing. It's a derivative comic of a property called Homestuck. But it's really its own thing, honestly.
Yeah. I help work on it. I draw for it.
Yes, Don does work on it, and he does great work.
Thank you.
Hey, one last thing.
What are you even doing back here? I'm slicing up the outside of your hive for what we have to do next. And you need to get a fucking move on. I've repeated myself way too many times at this point. We don't have time for more bullshit infighting on who's allowed to take home the grand trophy of standard shape of emotional damage. Your life's on the line, and I'm doing you a service by trying to save it. Maybe you still don't want to do this. Maybe you're still scared. None of these feelings will matter if you're dead.
That's not why I'm doing this. I know we don't have time or whatever, but I've got no idea what's happening next, and neither do you. This might be the last time. This might be the last we ever hear each other. So I want to say a final piece. You know, I actually had a contingency plan that was all ready to fire in event of my ultimate demise, my untimely demise. Gave Albion my last words to pass on to you and everything. Of course, the whole situation ended up being just another red herring shoved into my craw before I was swept into this aggressive battle of wits. I've been so fiercely spun around the same circling topics that I'm pretty sure my body's about to gyrate into the void, never to return. Maybe more literally than I'd like, depending on what happens here.
I don't owe you anything. I have never owed you jack from shit. How can you even talk down to me like that, you repressed walking filth? What could you possibly have to say to me that's so important? No. If anyone here owes someone else anything, it's you who owe me for even doing this in the first place. My blood pressure is not running on simple kindness and goodwill. The only reason I'm doing this is because my hand has been metaphysically shoved back into the mire of your simmering post-juvenile muck puddle. I didn't want to have this conversation. I don't want any of this. But as it turns out, fate decided to drop us on that goddamn and get along platter. So stop acting like this is all my fault.
Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
It's interesting that it's written in screenplay style too. Yeah, one of the most interesting things about this style of comic that is written in second person, which I think is has always been like a really interesting thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but you used to want it. Unless I'm getting the wrong impression from our 1.5 quadrillion unanswered messages from you sent me from the past 2 sweeps.
Are you actually telling me you read those?
Of course I did. I was just ignoring them. What would the point would there be in answering? I mean, I never had any doubts about the outcome of our conversations we might have had us going in something like this. I didn't want it after what happened. It wasn't worth it.
Yeah, well, what do you want me to say to that? It is what it is at this point, Arcjec.
Don't you dare fucking say to me after your little taking responsibility for your own actions spiel. There's no claims of personal nature that you can use to justify or change the fact that you are the one who made me the person I am today. So why don't you tell me something? If it is what it is, why am I still plagued by the constant malice, day after day, stuck wondering if I ever even meant anything back then? If it is what it is, then how come that whenever I look back, all I can see is how much better my life was back then, before you took everything that gave it meaning and shattered it to the ground? None of this is what it is. This is not the life I wanted. This is the life you caused and the pieces you left with me. And if it can be said to be anything, it's a nightmare I've been trapped in for sweeps.
I didn't make you like this. You can't blame me for your own decisions, their consequences, and their fallout. You still don't understand that I did what I had to do. The only person you can blame for the state that you're in right now is you. You are responsible for yourself. So grow the fuck up. For real this time. You may have changed, but your world is still just as big of a fantasy as it used to be. You only flipped your perspective on it upside down. You're not any less of an escapist fool than you were when we first met.
Really quickly for you, Jakara, all the XDs are, the species that this is are called trolls. Trolls have quirks when they speak. Arcjec's quirk is that he goes XD at the front end of his statements, which was more suiting to his previous personality than it is now. So it's more of an ironic thing than anything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly.
So, I guess we're exactly the same then, aren't we? You're not any less impulsive, destructive asshole either.
We are nothing alike. You only tried to make it that way.
You're saying that only makes me sure I'm right.
I hope you're satisfied having done an extremely poor job of emulating this make-believe conception of me.
Okay, this is not getting us anywhere. I'll boil down my point to an easy, digestible words. After whatever about to happen, we should actually just leave this. We should stop talking to each other. We need to stop acknowledging that we exist. It would just be for the best. I'm sure you agree.
Sounds fucking amazing. Not sure if it's actually going to be possible, though. We still have no clue what to expect from this game. But if it works out that way, then yes, by all means, stay away from me.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Let's do this, then. I'm going out. Bye, Tazia.
Fuck you!
And with that, a boy who lost all fondness for his youth walks the dividing line between apathy and depression. The path
Desperation.
And desperation. The path he is about to walk marks the first steps taken on the stage, where he and the people he relentlessly pushes away will be swept into a long journey, the magnitude of which they do not yet know and cannot prepare for. Over and over, he will be faced with an adversity he alone must overcome, if not for himself, then for everyone he holds dear. He will be tried in a tale built around his choices, a tale that he has been told and retold again and again since the dawn of time. Variations on the same theme. It's here that the protagonist of our final retelling will enter the spotlight. At curtain's call, Arcjec, enter.
Gotta get the YouTube on.
It's trying to load. There we go. Excuse me, Mr. YouTube. Mr. YouTube. Okay, like that.
Hell yes.
Let's get into it.
Mm-hmm.
I won't lie, the song still slaps.
Yes.
I forgot about all the fucking two-tone shit. God. Oh, best fucking friends. Holy shit.
Mm-hmm. The little Arcjecs in this flash is so funny.
Oh yes, absolutely. Taz just doesn't give a shit. Jesus. Her?
Yes.
Elshi. The fucking bro pose, holy shit. Oh, I care for them so much, holy shit.
Nice.
Bye, Diz. Hello, ma'am.
Mm-hmm. Really excited to get to this conversation between them.
Bastard. Fucking open it. Open it, you stupid fucking bastard.
Ooh,
Oh boy. Still gives me fucking chills. Jesus Christ. That's
good. I'm excited for how you feel about Elsie Enter then.
Oh, no. Excuse me, Mr. Vaster. I would like you to go back to the actual site. Thank you. End of Act 1.
Yeah!
We fucking did it. Holy shit. Let's go.
There is a very quick intermission of white noise,
Mhm.
but we don't have to get into it if you don't want to.
I think that this is a really good place to wrap up. So we're gonna go back over the tier list.
All right, yeah.
The only change that I say, other than the changes I made previously, is that I'll put Albion in the okay section.
Okay, good.
I kind of care, but also at the same time, we're coming to a point where it's like her second scene it ever is just her having a midlife crisis, and it's like, okay, I guess I care for you, but like, we're gonna see about this.
Yeah, like Albion's like though, like, since her like trope is like, you know, the Mary Sue trope and being a deconstruction of that,
Mm-hmm.
The whole, like, you only really have to kind of like, I guess, like, get her from like a perspective of like someone who's like been told their entire life that they're meant for something greater, and then that gets pulled up from under the rug and be like, actually no, you are not.
Yeah, no, completely fair. I understand her. I'm still very ambivalent towards her.
Mm-hmm.
There actually is one more. There's actually one more. There's actually one more character we need to add, and that's Sova.
Sova and Serpace, but you already put Serpace.
I already put Serpace up there. I'm putting Sova in the okay position because we've only gone one conversation with her, and I just, it's not a lot.
Yeah, like, it's not like the only context has been like her being worried about Albion and just being like, why didn't you like talk to me about stuff, which Albion is pretty known to do.
Yes, that's fair. I actually am also going to move White Noise ahead of Arcjec. Because like, now that we're getting to big Arcjecs, now that we got into like actually having White Noise speak even further, I'm like, yeah, hi dad,
Hi Dad,
Hi,
hi Bone
Dad.
Daddy.
Hi Bone Daddy. Simi says, God, I forgot how much of a blast this song was. Right? It's so fucking good. It's so action packed, and it's Yes. Okay. I only caught the very tail end of the existential crisis, so I really gotta watch the VOD because I got chills from the Albion stuff. Fair actually. Yeah, that will do it for us. Thank you.
Yeah, you're now officially caught up, at least from when you last left off.
This is true, yes. Okay.
From this point on, it is blind for Austin.
I'm mostly blind. Mostly. Yes. Thank you all who came out tonight. Thank you for anyone that stuck out like this all this way. I love you, I appreciate you, and I appreciate everyone that came out. Thank you, Mr. Donovan, for coming out once again. I appreciate I appreciate your companionship, and I appreciate your very good acting skills.
Thank you. What the fuck? Your acting skills are also very good.
What the fuck? Actually. Okay. I will see everyone back on Monday, 8 p.m. CST as always. Have a great evening, have a great weekend, and I'll see you all next week.
Good night.
Good night. Bye-bye.